Thanks. Welcome everybody to today's stream. Hello. Just setting everything up. We are going to some giveaways for Twitch viewers. And don't worry, if you are watching on YouTube, you can also join a giveaway very soon, a very big one actually on my YouTube channel as well. But for now, we will do some nice gameplay and some Twitch giveaways. Gems by ArenaNet, sponsored by ArenaNet. Very nice. Welcome, Nikita. Welcome. So there we are. So I wanted to test the, yeah, how is it called? I wanted to test Troubadour. That's how it's called. Not Bard. It's always Bard in my mind, but it's Troubadour. So I wanted to test how much boons you can get, how it looks, how it feels, and just more build crafting in general. Like that's all about today's stream, I would say. So let's see. We want to adjust the environment. Let's say moderately threatening, and let's see just on a golem how much boons I can get up. That's what we want to see, but I know it will be like really good. Yeah, instant 25 might. And the boons are very well covered. Yep. And look at the barrier and the healing output. That's crazy. I mean, the stability output is also like insane. This is like by far the best build to give stability on. And I don't even have alacrity here. I'm just, this is only the boons that I provide to myself. This is really good. Like Troubadour is a very good support. For sure. Don't even have to swap off the rifle. It's really good. Really fun to play as well. Quite straightforward. Not hard to play at all. And give some crescendo. Very nice. Really cool. Really nice build. Really fun. We will try that out for sure. In a real scenario as well. Welcome everybody. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you had a nice day so far, and hope you're enjoying the expansion most of all. Because what can I say? The expansion looks very promising. It's very fun to play, and at least for me, and I hope you have as much fun as I do. Because, you know, new elite specs here. Hype. Big hype. So maybe we can get some strike missions or something going. Or maybe even a raid. See what's maybe we can find a group or something, because I really want to try out this. This looks really promising. And I will come back to Gale Shot later, because Gale Shot is also something that I really want to try out. And it looks really fun. Gale Shot for sure. I'm glad you're online with about a build crafting video. Do you already check out Gale Shot? I'm doing 28 to 35k DPS or Soulbeast, but when I'm swapping to Gale Shot, it's 8 to 12k. Or 13k. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Gale Shot is a spec, I can show that here. Gale Shot is a spec that is very focused on knowing like the burst opener and this like pressing your buttons very fast. It's a very fast-paced spec. So I'm here on the Gale Shot now. It's like a quick DPS build. So I'm like focused on like dealing as much damage while providing quickness to my party using this trait here, Cloud Burst. So even in this setup, I can show you that here on the Golem. It is very like important, like extremely important, that you have the understanding that your burst is everything that matters. I'm just going for the fastest golem setup here. It doesn't matter too much. But you have to press like, let's say 10 buttons within 2 seconds or something. And then your burst is really good. And after that, it falls down drastically how fast you have to press your buttons. And it's very, like I would say, focused on like burst combos and then like repeating those combos. That's how Gale Shot works. I think it's like harder to reach the high end damage numbers, I would guess, than Soulbeast for sure. But you just have to be patient. Like, be patient. Where are my boons actually? What? 24 might? That's the only thing I get? It's not enough. There we go. Yeah, so it takes a while. Yeah, but I think you really like have to understand that Guild Wars 2 is not about gear in that regard. If you have the perfect gear and just know nothing about a rotation, just press random buttons, it's quite likely that you will get only 50% of the damage output. Like that's like how drastic that is. Yeah. So in Guild Wars 2, it's all about the just crazy understanding of a rotation. Even if you have exotic gear, I would expect someone that has a perfect rotation and exotic gear to outperform someone that has ascended gear and does not do the perfect rotation. I'm not joking. Guild Wars 2 is very rotation dependent. And the same goes for Galeshot, of course. Yeah. I will go to Amalgam later. Amalgam is very fun. It's like extremely strong in competitive modes. In PvE, it seems like a decent build, not extremely broken. In competitive modes, though, it seems like absolutely broken. Yeah. Yeah, it's obviously always a little bit of a sad answer if you have to tell somebody, how can I improve at this? And they say, yeah, just be patient, train more. But that's how it is. You know, I have no, like, I played this like for 5 minutes and I'm still far away from the rotation. But if I would put in an hour on the golem, I would probably be way closer to the benchmark number. And that's just how it goes. You have to slowly get there and put in some effort. Yeah. That makes 40k DPS on a power amalgam with exotic gear and some crap jewelry. Exactly. It's like gear in Guild Wars 2. Whenever a new player joins the game and asks what's the best in slot gear, how long does it take to get there? Then the correct answer would actually be ascended gear, yeah. But you could get exotic gear day one, yeah. And you could actually outperform like 90% of the player base with exotic gear. It's really, Guild Wars 2 is very weird in that regard because the MMO typically teaches you, that you have to get the best in slot gear. But in Guild Wars 2, it's more like the gear is like very unimportant, especially like in PvP where you have no gear at all. But even in PvE, the rotation is so much more important, like so much more important. Of course, if you're a healer, if you want to be tanky, if you want to deal a maximum amount of damage, yes, best in slot gear is required for that. But if you want to just deal very high damage, exotic gear is actually perfectly fine if you just stick to the rotation. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's a really, definitely. Some people say that's the reason why Guild Wars 2 is the best MMO, but some people say that I hate it. I want to be like the guy that just has the best gear and have no clue what I'm doing, but still have top DPS because my gear is the best. I mean, everyone is different. I'm just saying I like that kind of design because skill matters and there's skill expression in the game. I like that, but not everyone likes that, yeah. Yeah, always happy to help, always happy to help. All those updates in 10 years of game and they still make us use that shit golem. Never do it because it requires setup. Like, what is the purpose of that, to set it up? Yeah, I think it's a little bit weird that they have not like made a button for something. Like, we all use the same setup normally. Why not make a button to say, this is the setup that I want, you know? Just give it to me all the time. But yeah, I agree. This golem is like, obviously like the same and boring, but it's about learning a rotation. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy, to be honest. Why is it actually 99%? Okay, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so just the opener here is very important. I'm not perfect with the opener at all. Just like wanted to show that my opener here on the Galeshot, you reach like 45k DPS or something, or even higher on a quick DPS build. So it's really, really nice. Yeah. I have tried Amalgam in PvP. It's really fun. It's actually way more balanced than before. In competitive modes, it's still a very, very strong build. In PvE, it's a decent build. Yeah. Welcome, Itzy. Welcome. I'm new at playing the game, although I'm playing free with Mesmer. Shall I go to level cap or any advice? Yeah, you should just try to have fun, get to level 80, have fun with like experimenting, trying different weapons, different traits, different utility skills, and just get to level 80, and then you can watch a build guide on my YouTube channel, for example, and you should like get some understanding of the class then. But before that, just have some fun. The leveling experience in Guild Wars 2 is very easy. Just get there. Why is the golem? The golem is losing health because of the bleeding or something. That's crazy. What is the best heavy armor class? It depends on what you like. All of them are very good. Guardian is the most flexible one. Warrior is the most straightforward one, and Revenant is like the most like unique one. Choose the one that you like. It's really hard to say what's the best right now. I will do a tier list about the new elite specs, I guess, in a few days as well. How I'll rate them and stuff. So not judging yet. Yeah. I think the most hated new elite spec is probably Antiquary. I'm pretty sure that Antiquary beats Luminary. Because Antiquary, a lot of thief mains are really toxic still. So we will have to see if that's like the case, yeah. I personally like have to try all of them. Yeah. Welcome, Chatsby. Welcome. No, there is no replacement for the golem. You have to use the golem. It's really, the golem is like everything. Everything else is like, doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's try to get the rotation this time correctly here. So 2, 4, 2, and then 2 again, and then this, and then we place this down, and oh, I'm slow as like crazy. But yeah, okay, that's how you do it. And then, yeah, if you do it correctly, you reach 45k DPS. But you can see how high the numbers can get here with this build, even though I'm playing quickness. It's really strong in that regard. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you get the rotation correctly, you would get like 40k DPS here. I'm at like 33 in the opener. But this is Galeshot in a nutshell. It's all about like getting the cycling bow to get a lot of damage in the first phase, and then you like fall off drastically. If you look at the damage profile, it's like you go up to really high numbers here, and then you fall off like crazy. Of course, here I fall off because I stopped attacking, but that's the profile. And that's the same for a lot of ranger builds, but that's most of the time really clear thing for power-based rangers like Soul Beast or Galeshot. Yeah. I really like Guardian from heavy armor classes, especially the Luminary. Yeah, I mean, that's good. If you see, some people like Luminary. It's always like in the eye of the beholder, I would say. Is the new expansion a good pick for the first expansion? I would say, I guess it depends. I think it's like, depends if you like story. If you like story, you should probably go chronologically. If you don't mind story, then go for the one that you like the elite specs the most. Yeah, that's the one that I would like recommend here. I wanted to do some strike missions here, but I mean, maybe no one is here, then we have to play some PvP first. I really wanted to try out some builds, but if no one is like playing, then we have to try some builds in PvP. Can a Troubadour survive in open world? Oh yes, Troubadour seems really good. Absolutely. Need to work with some open world power amalgam setup. Quite hard for a new Guild Wars 2 player. Yeah, I mean, power amalgam seems like a decent pick for open world, but I'm not sure if it's like the best pick. I think Scrapper might be a better open world power build. But we have to see. I think Condi amalgam seems like absolutely broken. I think I can cook up some crazy, we will do that later, crazy solo open world amalgam that seems like absolutely disgusting. Like insane how tanky it will be. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, more build guides coming for sure. There is no Condi Galeshot. Galeshot is like absolutely focused on power. There is not a single trade in Galeshot that makes worth like to use Condi. Not a single one. So it's, you cannot play that. Or if you do, it's like horrible. So there is no way to play that actually. Yeah. Have you seen the legendary spear requirements yet? 8 condensed might and magic, 100 glowers, gift of research. I mean, it's 2 legendaries. Yeah. So it's like you get 2 legendary skins for 1 legendary in that regard. So that's why it's double the amount, or like maybe like even more than double. It depends who you ask, but that's, I would say, okay. It's after all the only legendary you have for the next 3 months. So it's like, if you want to get that spear, you have to grind for a little bit. That's okay. You know, I could instantly make it if I have all the account bond stuff like the currency, because I have enough of that saved up. You know, I have like there is it. Yeah, I have like 400 something mystic clovers or something. Yeah, so I don't care if it's 100 or if it's like 77 or something. It's just people saved up like crazy, and that's why they have to make higher prices so that it's actually not instantly for everybody. That's just how it goes. Yeah. Have you played the new story? I have played half of the new story, and I have not listened to a single minute of them talking. I was like just completely zoned out. I was either reading chat or was like watching something in the second monitor. I did not at all listen to the story, so I'm not a lore guy at all. I'm just playing for the like gameplay, so I cannot tell you how good it is or how bad it is, whatever. Yeah, that's just how I play the game. Yeah. Yeah, Path of Fire for the mounts is amazing. Heart of Thorns for the maps is amazing. End of Dragons is really good for the meta events. It's really depending on what you want. I think the new expansion is more about like for veterans in that regard, because it doesn't have that much features that are crazy broken for a new player other than the elite specs. It's just the elite specs, and maybe you don't like them, and then you should definitely not go for them. But I think it's like, choose the expansion that you like the look of the most, because in the end, typically, if you like the game, you will purchase all of them at some point, I would say. Yeah. Mix of Circle and Dragon, still waiting on Snowgirls to update the open world builds. Works fine too. So makes sense, yeah. Yeah, Condi open world amalgam. Yeah, that's something that I have on my mind. It's probably coming out in the next 2 days as well. Yeah. It's actually just repeatable reward tracks. It's just saving up weekly vendors every week. It's just like I'm a patient guy, you know. I'm just doing every single weekly, every single time, and have just saving up Mystic Clovers. That's the thing. I mean, I have 100 legendaries or something, so I know how to get Mystic Clovers, and I did not in the last 10 years or something, or let's say last 8 years. I did not use the Mystic Forge, not at all. That's the thing. It's all about like slowly getting there and being patient, doing every single weekly, every single day, every single week. Yeah. You just not use clovers anymore, more or less. I mean, it's like my clovers are, I use them for legendaries, but I have like almost every legendary in the game. I try to reach every single legendary at the end of the year. That's my goal. So I just save it. That's the thing. I just played the game a lot. That's just, you could go there as well. It's not some kind of crazy knowledge or something. It's just patience. Yeah. Rifle amalgam for PvP or mace pistol? I'm not sure. I think like spear is the best for amalgam in PvP. Yeah, you could go for Mystic Coins from the monthly AT or just in ATs in general, that's true, but you will not get Mystic Clovers from that. So, I think it's time to open a giveaway, isn't it? Before the match starts, let's start a giveaway. I wanted to, like, there is a gem store giveaway, gem giveaway going on right now. I just started, exclamation mark enter to enter. And you have to be a Twitch follower to win. Subscribers get 5 times the luck. And yeah, good luck. Sponsored gems by ArenaNet. We will give them away. I will leave the giveaway running for a couple of minutes. So good luck to everybody. And yeah, let's see how it goes. This is like an interesting match. It's a ranked match. It's Platinum 1 ranked match. So we will have to see. They have a DC, maybe. I'm support Paragon here. Just wanted to try it in PvP. Okay, I cannot get this guy, I guess, maybe. No. It was a little bit under synergy, but okay. Get some support to this guy. I'm not sure my team is dying here, but we are fighting here. I'm support, you know, I have to be like somewhere, but my team is like... Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. Okay, at least I survived for now. Surviving. Nice, we got a kill here, but I mean, that was like really bad from the rotation. At least I survived, but that was not a good rotation. I should have helped my team here. Yeah, Condi Amalgam works really work. I wouldn't use Fireworks or Claw Relic. You need for Condi Amalgam, you need a Condi Relic. You will see that Biomancer seems like the best. We will get to that. I will catch up in chat after this match because obviously I'm like a little bit like concentrated here. Don't want to lose my teammates' lives. Or my own. That's maybe even worse. I mean, we have a double cap. That seems like quite good here. Give some stability to my friend here. Can cleanse some Condis here, I guess. No. Oh my god. Why is there so much damage? Now I'm dead. What? That was crazy. I just got like almost one shot, like with 20k health. What was that? I guess that was like hammer attack from Luminary. That's crazy. Like bam bam, and then I lost like 12k health or something. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, always happy to help, Allah. Always happy to help. I have tried the Troubadour a little bit. I will try it later a little bit in PvE as well. And I played it in PvP. It's really fun. It's surprisingly fun. I was like in the beginning a little bit like not... Oh my god. There is some kind of Condi Mirage here that is quite annoying me, to be honest. Like, what is this build? Like, stop it. Yeah, that's very bad. It's like very, very bad what's going on here. No, don't go for the rest, we will die. No, no. We can help them a little bit with vengeance, I guess. Not the best situation here for my team. That's like a little bit unlucky. It's a little bit unlucky, to be honest, that they have here like a, what is this guy, like playing absolute like full DPS Mirage. Like what? That's not good for me because I'm obviously not like, I have no counter pressure. That's the only thing that can deal with stuff like that. Not healing. Definitely not healing. So how many people are here? 2? Can we get the banner? Maybe we can get the banner. Nope. It's not retargetable. That's the problem. It's not retargetable. I hate that. You know, some skills are retargetable, but that one is not. Alright, I got the res here. That's, I guess, something. There's the burst of this guy incoming, I guess. It's some... I cannot help them. I have to help mid. They got a kill at mid, but they got a counter kill, so no, I cannot push there anymore. That's tough. That's a tough one. I'm not sure if we can win this ranked match. Very unlucky. Maybe we can try at least. Nice, we got a... Look at the damage. What? This guy is instantly dead. I don't know. Some of the new specs are crazy. Like Ritualist, Luminary seem like insane in PvP. Like absolutely crazy. They have to get nerfed. That's like not even funny how much damage they can do while being crazy tanky. I mean, it's not lost. We can still win. I just have to like really like get on point with my rotations. Oh my god, my ally here on top is almost dying. This guy is very squishy. I'm like a support and I almost killed him. Yeah, there we go, we killed them. My allies is in a 2v2 here. My team in the middle. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we cannot get the rest here, I guess. Maybe we can. Maybe we can get the rest here. Nope. Okay, then we will have to leave. It's a little bit unlucky. Oh, there are 2 people here. That's not bad then. Then I can like try to sustain my life here a little bit while... Okay, never mind. That's too much damage. Like, what? It's not good. What? My team is losing. What is this? 4v1? 4v2? No, not good. PvE support Luminary. Really disappointed with the lag change. Yeah, it was really easy to keep up in the beta. I have not tried it in PvE yet, to be honest. I've only played it in PvP. Any tips on getting into PvP as a beginner? The thing is, I have like a guide about like top 10 tips or something to get into PvP. You can check that one out. But in general, it's like just be patient and just play more. Watch someone that is good at PvP, like really good, like, I don't know, Grimcheck or something like that, boys. Watch them play and play yourself. Try to get better at the game. And just always try to improve. Not like be like toxic or anything. Just try to get better at the game and play more. Oh my god, my team is going for Beast. While the enemy team has a 2-cap. That's not good. At least we got the Beast, but that's not good. You know, you want to have a safe map control before you go for Beast. I mean, it was like okay there, but should probably like better go for a D-cap instead. Oh my god. Look at this damage. That's insane. I just like, I cannot play support here. That's crazy. It's insane how much damage we get. This is like, this is like a fair support build. I'm not joking. This is a support build that actually makes sense. It's like, I would say 8-tier support. Or maybe, yeah, 8-tier. And I like get one shot in the team fight. Like, what? That's crazy. Yeah. Always happy to help, Krusty. Always happy to help. Exactly. There are so many good PvPers. You just have to find them and watch them, and then you will slowly get better. But this is not the match. This is not the match to show it. Yeah, I think it's Luminary. Like, Luminary completely one-shotting me. Like, with like, one combo. That's what I think is the thing here. Luminary seems like very, very strong right now for like just dealing damage while also being bruiser. You know, people always complain, oh my god, Guardian doesn't have a good spec for PvP or like right now other than Willbender. But no, like Luminary is like insane. It's really good. Okay, so I wanted to try some Troubadour. That's what I wanted to do. But yeah, giveaway ongoing, ! Enter in the Twitch chat. You have to be a Twitch follower to win. If it says that you already like have a ticket or something, then that means that you're already in. So... I mean, we can just like... What is today's daily? We want to share. What is the daily today? Harvest Temple. I mean, it's also like a good showcase, maybe. No one is playing. I could like create my own group, but I don't want to organize it while on stream because that means that I have to like read 2 chats, which is a little bit stressful. To fight Luminary, you gotta go Antiquary to burst them? I'm not sure. I think Antiquary is not... I don't like Antiquary in PvP. I think it's too gimmicky. Yeah. If it says too many tickets, you're already in. That's how it works. Yeah, I mean, open world is like, there is a lot of stuff I still have not like even done half of the open world. So I'm just like, I like build crafting. That's why I cannot get myself to play through the story all at once. There we go. That's what we want. Quick heal. I have to remember that I'm quick heal because in the beta, it was like alacrity heal. Now it's quick heal, so I have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, but this is really fun. I will try that one, how it works. Very, very good. But yeah, I will try and come up with a solo build for Amalgam later as well, because that's something that I already have like a very clear plan in head, and I would just like set it up and try it out because it seems very, very good. But what I was saying is like open world, I still need to do quite a lot of the achievements and stuff, because it's like, there is for me one thing I want to unlock everything that there is, like the story and the achievements and stuff, and get the relics unlocked. But at the same time, I want to try the new specs and I want to see how they perform in content that I actually know how to do and like try it out. You know, there is no instance content coming with the expansion right now. So it's like, I have to go back and I want to try it out. I want to play PvP with the new specs. I want to try out the new Troubadour as a healer in instance content stuff. So it's like, I'm on the edge. What should I do? But I think it's more interesting to on stream to try out some stuff than doing the story or something, I guess. Yeah. There's no point in rushing the expansion? Exactly. It's like, if you rush now, you will be sorry later because you have nothing to do anymore. I see a lot of videos, they tell you gotta prep and do all the farms fast. No. I would say, yes, I like to optimize. Yeah, I like to run around with boosters and have the maximum amount of efficiency. But this will lead to you being done with the content faster, and then you start complaining that there is not enough content. So if you want to be safe, you should probably just say, I play at my own pace and you will get there. And then you will probably have more content and more fun. Yeah, for sure. I think once I finish all the full set of Legendary, I will try build crafting more. I just hate buying gear. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I would probably also not build craft nearly as much if I wouldn't have like full Legendary. The only thing that I'm missing is like the Aqua Breeder, but that will come with the expansion. And to be honest, that's definitely not the most important thing for build crafting. So that's like setting up your stuff all the time, like the Legendary Relic helps, just the runes, the armor, everything like helps like that for sure. So definitely true. When are the quick play rates coming out? In 3 months. So quick play rates will probably like, let's check it. I think it's like the 4th or the 3rd of February. I think that's when there is currently like the Wizards Vault season ending, which is pretty much like guaranteed to be the thing that gives you a clear date. And it's like in the early days of February. That's like the thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's how we expect it. But yeah, if you have any questions, just ask. Otherwise, we will just try to have some fun here. And of course, don't forget, we have a giveaway going on. Did you see the crazy benchmarks over 55k? Yeah, it's crazy. It's like you can like Power Antiquary is like at 57k. Then like Specialized Elements Evoker is at like 57k as well. Then you have 47k, I think, for like Gale Shot, which is surprisingly low. And then you have like for Conduit, like 55k as well for Conduit. So there are like really high numbers floating around. They will definitely get a nerf. That's why I'm not focusing on like DPS builds right now as guides. I'm focusing more on stuff that I will like have like pretty high confidence to say that they will not nerf it. Because stuff that will get nerfed, making a guide about it, and then like 2 days later it gets nerfed, that's a little bit sad. So that's why I'm like waiting for DPS guides to come out on my YouTube channel for a little bit, and then we'll see how the numbers turn out. Nice, I can play Quickness. That's what I wanted in the first place. Quickness Troubadour, the only thing that we can do. Very good. And we play 2 strike missions here with this. Let's see how it goes. No, Gale Shot is like 40k DPS with a quick DPS, and as a full DPS, you reach like 47k. I saw a benchmark of 47k Gale Shot. It's just all about the rotation, and some people obviously are figuring it out, but it takes a while. Yeah. Do we know at what time the APA is live again? No, I don't know. Apparently Matt knows, 1 p.m. EST. So yeah, so it will take a little bit longer. It's like in 8 hours or something. No, like it's like in 3 hours, something like that. I don't know. I have the calculation of the time zones is too much for me on right now. but yeah, it in a few hours. That's the thing. Yeah. Evoker is crazy. My burning on the Celestial open world build ticks for 25k. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like insane. I'm so surprised that they have not nerfed it yet, because like the specialized elements fire attuned evoker is like crazy good. It's really good. Yeah, antiquaries with, I think I saw a power antiquary at 57k as well. It's very high DPS numbers. So some of the specs have crazy DPS numbers, like insane lunatic, like 50k DPS quickness ritualist or something. It's like crazy high, the damage numbers for ritualist as well. It's just really, really high numbers overall. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 6 hours. Thanks, Matt. It's too much for me, like talking to chat and calculating at the same time. Is there something Troubadour that Chrono doesn't have? Chronomancer is like the jack of all trades. That's how I would describe it. So if you want to have a build that can fill like a full quickness heal or alacrity heal and can provide reflect, stability, H's, like CC, everything in a kit, then Chronomancer is the best, because it can have everything. Troubadour lacks like the crazy flexibility that Chronomancer has. However, it has very easy access to stability. Like if you need 100% stability uptime, Troubadour is the way to go. That's my take. And you have Barrier. Barrier is a little bit lackluster on Chronomancer because it's only on your singularity shot, only on the rifle. That's it. Nothing else gives Barrier. Maybe with the relic, but that's about it. And like Troubadour has like very easy access to like Barrier, to distortion share, which is obviously absolutely insane. Only Troubadour has that. And you have very, very easy uptime of stability. You will see that here later. I will just like boom, 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 have permanent stability for my allies. It's really good. Do you have an opinion on Conduit? So I did not test Conduit that extensively yet, but the numbers seem really good in terms of like how it feels like in all game modes. It's a very high damaging spec. I would have liked it to be more supportive because that's what it currently is not. But I personally like the changes to it. I think it's still not my favorite spec, but it's a very fun one to play in comparison to what it was in the beta for sure. So give it a try if you're a Revenant fan. It's a good one. I mean, Thief and Man, it's also random that I don't know how to feel about it. It feels like random bullshit. RNG. Go. Yeah, what can I say? I was never the biggest fan of Antiquary, but it's not a bad like build. It does its job, you know. That's it. But I think it's not for everybody, and I think that's okay. Not every elite spec has to be for everybody. I think that's just like by design. Elite specs have to be different, and sometimes it's not suiting you. That's okay. I'm not the biggest fan either, but some people like it. That's good enough, I guess. The reworked Radiant Strike comes on the second update. No, it comes on the first. It comes on the first update. It will be on like beginning of February. I personally feel like Conduit is quite fun. I think it's quite fun. Yeah. I hope for a comeback for Warrior, but it's only heal. Warrior is still missing so much. Yeah, I think like the problem is Warrior is like, what can I say? The core traits for healing are insane. The core traits for Condi are not that good. The core traits for power are quite good. So it's like almost always you play power or heal. A Condi warrior is like very lacking, and the elite specs, that's the crazy part. A lot of the elite specs, look at Virtuoso, look at Tempest, they support a power or a Condi playstyle. But for warrior, all the elite specs except Berserker are clearly favoring power or heal only. That's the crazy part. That's the absolute crazy part. That warrior has like very good core traits, I would say, but the elite spec traits really limit its possibilities. That's crazy. Not a lot of specs actually have that problem. And that's why warrior is in a weird spot. Absolutely. I think Antiquary will be fun in World vs. Build because of reacting to the RNG. I think in general, like specs that you have to like outplay. Oh my god, my allied team is like trolling here. Why are they like not pushing it? Give some barrier here. There we go. That was one of the like most annoying starting pushes. That sounds already quite like not promising, to be honest, for this party here. So providing everything all at once, nice boons. We can also like make distortion share available for later. Maybe that is necessary at some point. We will have to see. So fun, so fun. Really, really good. I was in the beginning a little bit doubtful about how it feels. Troubadour here, but it's really good. It's a good spec. Split, not good. That was a lot of damage. Give some stability. Bigness Circle is always my favorite. Yeah, I think that's like a lot of, that's like not necessarily hot take, but a lot of people either love Quickness Circle or hate it. That's just like how people typically like. 2 people lost to the bite. That's crazy. What are you doing, guys? This is like the most telegraphed attack in the entire game. Absolutely. I don't even know how people die all the time to that one. Give some boons. Look at the nice boons. That's so nice. Very good. While Antiquary has bad theme and very fun to play. Yeah, I think it's like, if you like look over the roleplay aspect of Antiquary, I think the spec itself is actually quite fun. It's like just a lot of Thief mains are big role players and they really hate the headcanon of Antiquary. That's not a problem. Could you also play Heal Elec with this spec? No, it's only Quickness. It's not able to swap from Alacrity or Quickness. It's always Quickness. Or you don't have any boon. It's just Quickness. That's how it plays. Some nice boons out, very good. Is it worth playing Guild Wars 2 in 2025? I mean, it depends. I would say it has a lot of content. For a new player, it's crazy how much content you have and how fun it is still to play it. And it's one of the most like active like games out there for when it comes to MMOs, I would say. Yeah, it's just not like as active on social media, but yeah, I would say it's definitely worth it, but it's not if you are like into raids, dungeons and stuff like that needs to be like always new content for you, then it's maybe not the MMO. It's getting like 1 raid a year, something like that. So it's not a WoW in that regard in terms of content output, but in terms of like raw, how fun it is, I don't know. I think it's a good game. Always happy to help, always happy to help. Just ask if you have any specific questions. I always try to answer it, and if I miss it, just ask again. You know, that's sometimes I'm like caught up in actually playing the game. Sometimes that happens. So I will go back to that. If new content is what you're after, Guild Wars 2 might not be the game. Yeah, I think the thing is, like, if you're a new player, you have 10 years of content. So you will encounter no problem of having no content until like years that you play the game. Yeah. But if you are a veteran and asking now, is Guild Wars 2 worth playing in 2025? It depends if you're asking for new content that gets like every single like month or something, you get new content. Oh yeah, then maybe you will have a problem at some point. Like this is just, Guild Wars 2 is a little bit like, has good quality content, but the amount of content that it gets nowadays is not as high as it used to. That's just a fact. Why are they like, what are they doing? They're just, this guy like committed suicide. What? They killed 4 people almost. That is impressive. That's very impressive. Thanks a lot for the sub, King Pickles. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Hope you're enjoying the stream. That was crazy. I mean, they really wanted to kill us. They really wanted to kill us there. That's like Among Us, I would say. Among Us, yeah. Some stability. You can also use that. Yeah, exactly. The thing is in Guild Wars 2 is like no content gets like irrelevant in the regard, because level 80 content, that was close, level 80 content will always be relevant. Always. Why is that? Because there is no level increase, no gear increase, stuff like that. That's why it's so good for like a new player to get into, because every single piece of content is still worthwhile playing. That's the good part. This guy is probably dead. No, rally, very good. It's a little bit scuffed, to be honest, this run. A little bit scuffed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have 13 years of content to play. So I would say if you're a new player, the game is better than ever to get into. It's like really good. There are so many new player events. There's so much content in the game already that you can play. It's really, really good. You just have to like accept that if you reach like the state that, for example, I am in, that there is like nothing from the old content for me anymore because I like did it already, then at some point you might reach a spot where there is not enough new content coming. But for most new players, you will have like years, like absolute crazy amounts of content until you get there. I think the hardest part is the last orb phase. We will have to see if the allies are trolling. I have some healing here. Maybe I should have taken some reflect, but for now it seems like quite good. Welcome, morning. Hope you all had a nice day and hope you all enjoy the expansion. Yeah. I would say if you liked the game when you played it last, the game just got better. So I personally would say yes, give it a try. Oh my god, this was really close. The last like crap almost ran in there. So hopefully we now have it. Give some boons up. Why they add new elite spec and to give us more love on Twitch drops? I mean, I think that's a little bit like an interesting question. I personally would agree. Better Twitch drops, yep, that's what we like. But yeah, I mean, at least we got Twitch drops. You know, I'm happy about that. So if you want to see, if you want to know how to connect those Twitch drops, you can type !drops. But I guess most of you already have that set up. You just have to connect your Guild Wars 2 account. Exactly, applause. That's what we need. It's not me. Okay, so we will see. Now it's getting spicy. That's the last orb. So let's see how much. I'm like, why is my team like? Okay. Then we will just like run around like usual. Why is this guy there? I don't know. This seems like an interesting group. I have to be honest. Half of the group doesn't know anything about this fight, I guess. But we have a Ventari tablet. That's like already good enough. That's carrying the whole fight, to be honest. That's already good enough. Yep, there we go. Easy peasy. Ventari carrying here. Very good. The thing is, you need like 2 years at least to get to the top. You're a new player. There's a lot of content. Exactly. You need, I would say, multiple years to reach the end game where you say, now it's not enough anymore for me. So if you're a new player or someone of a returning player that hasn't have all the content yet done, then you have like crazy amounts of content ahead. There we go. That was actually surprisingly clean. I have to be honest. Absolutely loving new expansion. Just deciding what to use the booster on. Yeah, it's so good. Like there are so many ways to play it. I think the elite spec for me as someone that likes to theory craft, build craft and stuff like that, I have like a year, maybe even longer, to just find out what's the coolest build, what I can create and stuff like that. It's really, really good. So I think we're going next to like Wizard's Tower, I guess. Welcome. I'm doing good. Hopefully you're all enjoying the stream and having a fun time with the expansion. Nice, 27k AP and full purple. Yeah, I mean, then of course, then you're not new. But the thing is like, then you are even like crazy far away from new. But the thing is, I think you would still enjoy the game. I really think so. Because the new elite specs, you can play so many new different things. There will be new updates with the raids and the strike missions merging together, stuff like that. There is a lot of things that actually is getting improved or changed so that even a returning player that has almost everything in the game will enjoy it. You know, I am full purple as well. You know, I have like everything in the game, like crazy stuff. You know, I'm just playing the game because I like theory crafting. I'm not playing the game for having a goal anymore. That's like the thing that I need you to understand. And I still enjoy it. But of course, I know some people don't like the sandboxy aspect, that you don't have to run and get the next biggest gear stat. That's just not how it works in Guild Wars 2. Does it mean it's bad? No, I wouldn't say so. I guess I need to bring some CC here in this fight. What does bring a lot of CC here? That's a little bit like, you don't have crazy amounts of CC with this, to be honest. This is like 3-second stays. That's like also 300. I mean, that's like, it doesn't really matter. I will take this then. Because CC is like the only thing that typically like is a little bit annoying here. No, this is not a shovel. That's a specific item that you can use in dungeons and fractals to CC. It's not the Silver West shovel. I'm playing Mesmer. I'm going for full set of Harrier gear. Yes, it's a good investment for fractals for sure. Absolutely. Harrier is always good on every single healer, in every single content. Yep. Yeah, I think Spectre is a little bit more fun, to be honest. I like Spectre more than Antiquary, but you should try it. Maybe you like Antiquary even more, so give it a try. But I personally like Spectre more, I can tell you that. Love my Tempest on open world and how tanky it is. I was wondering if you know that you will do some with Evoker. Oh yes, I have a video coming up today about Evoker, and I can tell you it will be really, really good. Like full tank, full open world, crazy DPS. It's really, really good. Absolutely god tier Evoker build coming up for open world. So yes, it can rival the just raw numbers from Tempest. Absolutely. An alternative to Amalgam if you don't have Hammer or Sword? I would say the only other option is probably Rifle if you play a Power Amalgam. Yeah. That's typically how you would do it, yeah. Do you think Troubadour is meant to be played? Guide soon? Yes. Troubadour coming out guide probably. I mean, I will try to come up with one guide for every class in the next week. That's the big idea here. We will have to see if I can make that work, but it's a lot of like effort, of course. But I will try. So just bear with me. You know, I'm streaming. I'm trying to make content, and I will get there. The shovels can be used in fractals as far as I know, yeah. You can use most of the consumable, or almost every single consumable in fractals and dungeons, yeah. No, those are not raids, those are strike missions. They will be merged with raids later in another update, but it's like a single boss encounter raid. That's what this is. So it's like just easier to get into, I would say, than a raid, because a raid are multiple bosses. This is just a little bit easier for most players to just get into. But it's a difference without a big difference. It's like, it feels the same. The bosses are almost the same. Sometimes raids are a little bit more challenging from the mechanics at the base level, but almost the same. I used to like playing fractals, but it gets super boring after a while. I don't know. I feel like fractals are very fun. I play fractals like almost every day. It's really fun, and like I have like Fractal God for years now, and I still play it almost every day. It's just really fun. But I can understand it. It's like Guild Wars 2 has a problem if you're at the end game to like keep you interested in like PvE endgame. Why is that? Because the PvE endgame requires you to get more new PvE endgame. But the problem is you just don't get enough PvE endgame if you are at the endgame already. That's the problem. But if you are like me and like to try different builds all the time and stuff like that, then you will not have that problem. But if you are stuck to one class or multiple classes, but not at all of them, then I think it's like it's just way more like the game does not provide enough new content. That's the issue there. But I can understand that. Wonder benchmark check system? That would be so good. But I doubt it will ever come. The thing that really pisses me off is when Ariad removed the Bell from Doom, 10% phase. That is crazy, yeah. That was a crazy change, because almost like only like really like knowledgeable people were using that. So it was a little bit like, a little bit sad. But what can you do? That's how they did it. Harrier is a good investment. I will repeat my answer there. Harrier is a very good investment for every single healer build, and especially in Fractals, it's a really good pick as well. Yeah, so don't worry. Don't worry. Luminaire is quite a lot of sustain. Yeah, Luminaire is surprisingly good, yeah. In all game modes, actually, yeah. Do you think the new skimmer can replace the Sky Scale for new player? Oh yes, I think it can. I think it can. It is very, very flexible what it can do. And very, very fun to use as well. I had a blast trying it out, yeah. Yeah. And Guild Wars 2 is a game, like, even if you don't like theory crafting, it's not a big issue in that regard, because you can just easily... Oh my god, how many stacks? 13 stacks? That's painful. That will be very painful at the end. I also have like 6 stacks of Unsettable, because no one else did it. Okay. That will be very interesting to lift the end. I need a lot of blocks for that. I mean, I have some nice distortion, barrier and stuff. I should be fine, but that will be a little bit painful, to be honest. Okay. Always happy to help. Do you think the new Aqua Breeder will be behind the achievements? So it's behind the achievements. It's currently like you can, I think you can get it now, but you need all the achievements or almost all of them. So it takes a while. It's quite a grind. It's quite a grind. But I guess that's fine. That's completely fine in my opinion, because after all, it's the thing that you are going for that will keep you playing for the next couple of months. Thanks a lot, Skovsky. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying your stream. Did they change conduit? Yes, they changed quite a lot of conduit stuff. Like a lot of conduit. I think we are fine here. We are fine. It's really fun. You see how much like damage I did? Like CC backbar damage, even though I'm not playing the perfect spec for that. It's really good. If everyone GG's here, we get more blue profit shots. That's quite nice to get a little bit more blue profit shots. Very good. 3 more. That's not bad. Very good. There we go. Just had ads, sorry to... Which classes do you think are the most versatile with the new elite specs included in terms of fulfilling every PvE role? I would say Troubadour, or like Mesmer, is the most flexible in PvE. Then the second one would be Guardian, and the third one would be Elementalist. Just like absolute top. That doesn't mean the others cannot fill every role, because every single class can fill every single role. But I would say if you want to have the absolute best, it's probably like Mesmer, Guardian, and then probably like, I don't know, all of them are quite similar after that. So I hope that it makes sense. But every single class can fill every single role in PvE. That's the crazy part. So let's see if we can find another strike mission. Yep, DPS. I don't want to play a DPS. Elect DPS. I don't want to play Elect DPS either. I want to play like... Let's think. Elect DPS. What could I play? From the new ones. Ah, that's so mean. Why is it Elect DPS? I cannot join this. That's so sad. Okay, let's craft the amalgam then. Where is the amalgam? Too many characters, that's the problem. Yes, we have a giveaway, yes. Thanks for reminding me. Let's draw the winner now. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. So, giveaway, last chance to enter, 30 more seconds or something. Exclamation mark enter in the Twitch chat. If it says you have too many tickets, you're already in. And 400 gem giveaway for now. Sponsored by ArenaNet. And you have to be a Twitch follower to win. Subscribers get 5 times the luck. Yeah, I tried Paragon yesterday. It was very fun. Like a Paragon build, very, very fun as a healer. Had a lot of fun. I will do a build guide about it probably tomorrow, as far as I know. That's what's coming up, yeah. That's fine, it's fine, don't worry. Big YouTube giveaway coming up in a couple of days as well. It's like really big, like legendary worth. So just check out my YouTube channel and like stick around, and then you will be able to get some big loot there as well. Yeah, nice. Hype train started as well. That's everything all at once. Okay, so I think it's time. I think it's time to pull the winner. So let's see who it is. And good luck to everybody. And the winner is... Very nice. Very nice. Congrats to you. Congrats to you. Tassalauran. Thanks a lot for participating. Hopefully you're still here. And let me know if you're here, let me know that you are here. And then I can send you the code. Yes, you're here. Very good. A sub even won. That's crazy. We did not have that before on the channel, I think, that a sub actually won. Congrats, congrats. It's not rigged before you spam that. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. Okay. So I will whisper you the code. There we go. There we go. There we go. First one out. And because we're already done, nice. Hype Jam, thanks. Damn, so good job. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it, Prime. We will, because we are so hyped, we will just directly go to the next one. We will directly go to the next one. Give me a second to set it up. And it should be back up now. Yes, there we go. Next chance. That was the first one. More to go. And yeah, exclamation mark enter in the Twitch chat. You have to be a Twitch follower to win. And we will draw it, I guess, in half an hour, maybe something like that. We will see. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Good luck to everybody. Of course, you can enter again if you want, so don't worry. There is no problem there. So excited for your open world builds. Yes, I will put out the Evoker open world build today, and Amalgam will be probably coming very soon. That's what we're theory crafting right now. So I'm going for an Amalgam solo build right now. I have to level my character here first. So let's do that. There we go, leveled, or unlocked Amalgam, and then we got there. Yeah, exactly. The API will be enabled later today in a couple of hours. That is correct. Luckily, I was I'm a veteran, I know a lot about the game, but when the API is down, I feel like the game is half as good only. It's crazy because all the websites are not working, or almost all of them. The only one that's working is I would say is Hardstock and the wiki maybe, but Snowcrow's efficiency. All of them are down, which is really sad, It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually very interesting to come up with a solo build for Amalgam because Amalgam has really, really interesting attacks and skills. So I will go for a Condi build because that's just what makes the most sense. Solo, Condi, Amalgam. There we go. And why is that? Because one of the most broken relics in existence is a Condi relic. This relic alone makes a Condi Amalgam broken. Relic of the Biomancer. Heal yourself when you inflict bleeding or poison on a foe. You are an engineer, and you are an Amalgam specifically, so you can inflict a lot of bleeding and a lot of poison. And every time you proc that without an internal cooldown, every time you do that, you heal yourself for 133. This makes this build almost unkillable. This is insane. Yeah. I would say alternative to the Amalgam, if you don't have a hammer or a sword, then you would probably play a rifle. And if you don't like Amalgam at all, then you play a power mechanist with a rifle. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Do we know the timers for the new meta events? I don't know. Maybe someone knows. I don't know. Yeah. Are you going to release the build for Amalgam? I will try to come up with a power Amalgam as well, yes, and I will release obviously everything that I theory craft, not only here on stream, but also off stream. I will also do a video about it. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel and have that checked it out, be sure to check it out. It's in the description of the Twitch chat, because I will obviously release a lot of videos, already have a lot of videos, daily uploads, really, really good content, hopefully. So be sure to check it out. How's that relic for Virtuoso? It's awesome. It's really good for Virtuoso, for Thief, for Amalgam, and for Ranger. Those are the 4 classes, specs, whatever, that use this relic to the best. All the other classes struggle a bit with bleeding or poison, but those 4 can crazily do that. It's really, really good. Necromancer is okay, but Necromancer, the problem is that Reaper applies a lot of bleeding with Deadly Chill. But it's only a big burst of your damage comes from in Shroud, and then you don't get the heal. So it's a little bit in poison application on Necromancer, it's not insanely high. It's there, but it's not crazy high. So I would say it's good on Necro, but on most of the other classes, like Engineer, Amalgam specifically, Thief, Ranger, and Condi Virtuoso, it's giga crazy good. Yeah. Yeah. Is now a good time to open blackline chests? Oh yes, it's the best time. It's the best time to open blackline chests right now. Yeah. Okay, so what can I say? I mean, it will be Celestial. That much is for sure. Like Celestial is just the best set for open world. If you play a Condi build, that's just like sadly the truth. With a Trapper rune, and we go from there. The theory craft from there. The weapon will be a spear. That much is for sure as well. So I'm like boring, but that's the thing. And then we probably need like a strength sigil, and probably need. Do we need like we could go for Earth sigil for even more like crazy healing output, because Earth gives you every 2 seconds bleeding again. That means that you get another proc of that, even more damage as well. So that's good. And then you want to have the nade kit. I guess that one as well. Nade kit. That is the most broken skill in the existence of the game. It's really good as well. Yeah. I'm actually pretty confident with Berserker. DPS is solid. Rotation feels good. All that. I just like that the class is so straightforward and does exactly what you press without having to mess around with complicated combos. Since Paragon doesn't really fit that playstyle at all, I want to try out an elite that I can experiment with, especially looking at the new specs. What do you recommend? I would say, let's think. Like, Gale Shot is very combo oriented, but it's very fun and fast paced as Berserker is. So maybe you want to try a combo based playstyle, but maybe not. Then what else could we go for? Let me think. What is a good spec that is not combo based but very straightforward? A lot of them are power like combo based. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could play Antiquary, actually. Antiquary is not combo-based in that regard. It's like you get a skill, you use that skill. You get another skill, you maybe don't use it, depending on what kind of skill you draw out of the pile. And that's how you play Antiquary. So maybe try Antiquary. But it's really, I have to like come back to that question later in a tier list, because it's surprisingly nice. Ellen, thanks a lot. 10 gifted subs, crazy. Crazy. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Say thanks if you got a gifted sub, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I have at the Universal and set 8.9 weapon keys. What should I do with it? I would say you should like bind it to keys that are close to keys that you would normally press. Like if you move your character with Q, E, and W, you should like use the, like for example, X key, the R key, the T key, maybe stuff like that, to bind the attacks that you cannot bind any other way, because you will probably not have a big enough hand to go with your left hand to like your 0 button. I have it bound to my mouse. I have an MMO mouse. It's in the description of the Twitch stream. There's a link to my mouse. It's a Logitech one, but you don't have to have that. You can bind it to other keys, and you can also use like modifier keys like Control or Shift or even Alt if you want to, and control like 1 or something, and you can use your 7 skill or something like that. That could also work. Yeah. A double pistol is also okay, but I really like the like potential of like playing with a like melee weapon that has some dashes, some evades, some CC. That's why spear is so good. But pistol is definitely working as well. Absolutely. Yeah. Weakness, Deadeye. Pistol is not combo based. That is true. It's just PP. Yeah. Absolutely. Pew pew. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. But it might be very easy. You know, if you come from a Berserker that reaches the top DPS numbers, then you go to a Quickness Deadeye with a pistol setup. That's probably like a little bit brain off. So I guess like Antiquary seems like more the way to go. I wonder how many people actually like the Antiquary theme. That's a good question, Marcus. I don't know. I personally don't like the theme, but I like the playstyle of it. So I'm a little bit torn there. But okay. For new elite specs, I'd say Luminary, Ritualist, Menu Master. Yeah, something like that. That's a good point, yeah. I thought Antiquary feels a bit off because I always have to look what relic I got. Yeah, it's like you have to learn the relics quite like rigidly. If you have like a relic that you don't know yet, that's a little, or artifact it's called, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, so let's theory craft a little bit here. What do we want to do? So Amalgam, this trait is like insane, because this trait allows you to, like, whenever you use an Amalgam skill, you get poison on the enemy, which means that it applies more poison, which means you get more Biomancer procs and more damage. It's awesome. You have to use that. And then you probably like want to take this one for the alacrity. And also for like the boons, I guess. Yeah. And for the healing skill, I guess we take like, it doesn't really matter too much. This one for some boons, I guess. And then what do we want? What do we want? Yeah. We want some defensive one. This is a nice defensive one. It's a barrier stun break. We want some aggressive ones as well, though. The CC. It's really tough to choose, actually. This is a nice quickness one. That gives a lot of quickness. Oh my god, it's a lot of quickness. It's a lot of quickness. Let's try it like that, I guess. Let's try it like this. Yeah, let's try it like that, and let's go for the traits. What else do we want? Morph skills grant protection. That's obviously really good. Heal every second while you have barrier. It's also very good. Oh, they are also good. All defensive, all good. I think we have enough protection. We have no Condi cleanses, so we would probably go with this if we are in a solo scenario and we really want a Condi cleanse. But if we don't need it, we can go for more healing there. Let's play with the like realistic setup. Mostly play PvP and World vs. World. I'm a warrior and engineer main. Why do I buy the expansion? Warrior has like 50% nerf already, and Holosmith is OP. Do I even buy the expansion? I don't know. I think personally, if you don't like the elite specs, I think the expansion is a little bit lackluster. If you are really like only competitive modes player, I definitely would agree. But there will be some buffs to underperforming specs, and there will be nerfs to overperforming specs in all game modes as well. So I would say you don't have to buy it right now. Maybe wait a bit and can then purchase it if you like change your mind or if it's getting better for you. But I can definitely understand that if you don't like the elite specs and you don't care about PvE at all, then currently the expansion doesn't have anything for you. That is a fair point. Yeah. So that's just what I can say there, Bloodlord. Yeah. Did we already know how the new infusion looks like? I mean, the fact, I'm not sure. I have not seen it yet. So maybe when the wiki is up or something, like with the API is back up, maybe someone shows it. I think, I'm not sure. I didn't see it yet. Yeah. What do you like playing other than Guild Wars 2? I play a lot of, like, nowadays with the expansion, I don't play anything else because I'm like full-time creating content for you. But when it comes to like downtime, when there's not that much happening in Guild Wars 2, then I play like typically like maybe some other MMOs on the side, but or roguelikes. That's my cup of tea, I would say. I feel like 50% nerf to Warrior and they always kill Warrior. And Holosmith is so strong, why not just play Holo? Yeah, I think Holosmith in competitive modes is way better right now. Like, we will see. Maybe Amalgam and PvP might actually, I will play it later again, Amalgam and PvP, because it's really, really good. Maybe it will rival Holosmith there, but in like World vs. World, it's Amalgam is a DPS. Like, that's it. You play it as a DPS in a Circ. And I think it is probably better than Holosmith, yeah. But you need to play it perfectly, yeah. So, we want to have Shrapnel, because we apply bleeding with our explosion. So that means that we get healed for every explosion that we cast, which is insane. And then we want probably like, probably like in Fury when you hit with an explosion to get some more Fury uptime. And I guess some more Ferocity. We could also go for more like Vitality, I guess. We have so much Vitality already. I think that's okay. Gain Might when you inflict bleeding on a foe, which is really good to Might cap. And I guess we get some more condition damage and expertise. And then your burning lasts longer. I mean, it's like that's what we have to do. And then let's check out how many boons we get, and then we go from there, I guess, you know. That's how we do it. So that looks already like very, very potent to just to draw numbers. Let's check how much the boon uptime is in a second. Speaking of Thief spec, it feels like without Thief's Guild and 1000 Needles, there's basically no DPS happening at all. Am I wrong? I don't know. I think Thief and Antiquary, you have to check out, like, for example, Iscaril. It's a nice YouTube channel that he always posts, like, really cool, like, in-depth guides about Thief specifically. So he also mentions all of that. So check that guy out, yeah. Imagine something being better than Holo right now in PvP. That would be insanity. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the meta is very, like, weird in PvP right now because there is a PvP tournament coming up in 2 weeks. Mota, yeah, if you heard that before. And that's 2 weeks only, yeah. So they have 2 weeks, the crazy tryhard teams, to theory craft. Do you think they will play the best builds in rank to showcase everybody how they are? Or do you think they're like theory crafting silently and will not tell anybody? I think the second is more likely. And because of that, we will probably like have to wait until Mota what the actual meta is in PvP. Or maybe you figured out before then. Yeah. I feel like Warrior is banned from all roles but duels, and if it wins, it gets nerfs. Yeah, I think Warrior in PvP is like right now, it's like it's only duel. I mean, that's not true. You can play Paragon and Spellbreaker as a support, but they are a little bit outclassed by Tempest, a little bit. Yeah. But I don't know. It's completely fair if you don't want to buy the expansion. You don't have to buy the expansion. Okay, so let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's see how much boons I can get with this. Just looking at the boons for now. If I can like get the absolute maximum number of boons here. Or yeah, I have definitely everything. Like might capped, I have like alacrity capped, fury capped. I think I need more quickness. That's the main thing. I need more quickness. But other than that, I have like very good boons. And the damage is also, I'm not even trying to deal damage in that regard. I'm just like pressing my buttons that I know that will deal damage. And you at least see I'm like at 20k already. It's quite good, to be honest. The might is sometimes a little bit lacking. Sometimes, not too much though. That looks like quite good, to be honest. I mean, the quickness is a little bit, I need to get more quickness. That's probably like the main thing. If I get quickness up, time up, then we are talking. Quickness is only at 80% or something like that. Alacrity is, I think, is like fully up. Could use that off cooldown as well if I wanted to. Yeah. I think this is working. This seems like it's working. What do you do when you're theory crafting? I mean, what do you mean? I mean, that's what I'm currently doing. So like always thinking about what do I want to fill which role. Currently, I want to play solo amalgam in open world. I want to get all my boons. I want to get some damage. I want to get some healing. And I fill one thing after the other. That's what I typically like, how I do it. So strength is necessary apparently. That's crazy, but okay. And then the last one that is probably necessary here is like you want to go for like celerity, I guess, for some. How was the? I think we have a really good uptime. Yeah, with vulnerability, I would expect to have permanent 25. I did not check that, but I think that's fine. I think that's already looks like a very good build, to be honest. Could make min-max more, but it's a fair. Yeah, I mean, Bladezone as a side noder is surprisingly good, but I'm not sure. Warrior is weird in PvP right now. Very weird. I cannot say what's the best spec in Warrior. Yeah. Nice, you have a secret Bladezone build. Okay, I mean, not bad, not bad. So let's try it out again with the other sigil and see how it goes. I don't even have food, so keep that in mind as well. And let's see how the numbers are looking now. And get some boons up. And do some nice damage here. And we can also with the celerity proc. No, not yet. But yeah, that's definitely better. You know, I feel the and the vulnerability is up all the time. That's really nice. And oh yes, I think it's working. I think it's working very well. Obviously, I'm not like crazy good with the rotation yet, but definitely good here. That's like 20k DPS or something when you play it a little bit longer here, because obviously Condi builds need a little bit to ramp up. And now we can enable the damaging field and see how much healing I actually get, because the healing will be crazy. You know, look at this. I'm left like 25 plus bleeding and poison permanently, which is every time I play something like that, I heal myself. So that's a lot of healing. I'm currently running on the sigils. I'm running like strength and celerity. Yeah. Let's try the extreme damaging field. I think the extreme damaging field might be too much. We will have to see if I can outlast this, but I think it might be too much. I think it might be too much. We have definitely to go for like this as well, because this heals you a little bit when you evolve. I mean, it's not that good, to be honest, because I don't have that much barrier. But let's try it like that. Let's see. So. I mean, you can outlast it a little bit, I guess. But not that much, you know, it's like... yeah, it's too much. You see, it's like I'm getting there. I'm getting there, yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough. There are a couple of builds, a couple of solo builds that can outlast this, but not a lot. That's too much, sadly. It's a little bit too much. My power conduit can survive the moderate one, which is quite nice. Yeah, I mean, the moderate, like the middle one, that's like most solo builds should be able to pull that off. And in like an extreme damaging field, I have like, I would say 5 builds or something that can outlast the extreme damaging field while still dealing damage. A lot of damage, actually. Like, they're on my YouTube channel if you want to check them out, ! builds in the Twitch chat, or scroll down on the YouTube channel stream. But you see, this is now not a problem at all. Now it's not a problem anymore as well. You know, it's like the medium damaging field, the step up from a medium damaging field to the extreme damaging field is very high. Like, very high. And now I like permanent like 90% health or something. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's also fun to play, to be honest. It feels very like fluid. Yeah, it makes sense for this build to feel fluid. After all, you're some kind of metal master, metal mancer. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's fun. It's fun to play. Good solo build. Can try that out in a re-scenario, I guess, at some point as well. But yeah, it's good. Can't wait for the build. I want to try Amalgam, but I need guidance. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. But if you're on Alchemy, I mean, if you're on Alchemy, the problem is, Alchemy, what does Alchemy provide us? Because we have permanent quickness, we have permanent, like, might, we have permanent fury, we have permanent alacrity. Alchemy provides us with boons, yes. Maybe we can drop some sigils, for sure. But the problem is we drop a lot of damage, you know? We will drop a lot of healing because we cannot get the bleeding here, or we cannot get like our like very nice just passive bleeding procs and just condes. You know, if you play like without firearms, you do no damage. If you play without explosives, you have less healing and a lot less power damage. So I think the like Alchemy is a bait for solo builds on Engineer. Alchemy is a bait because you can upkeep the boons without it, and it's just like a little bit lackluster for this build. I think it doesn't provide too much, and it just decreases your damage. That's why I wouldn't try Alchemy. Yeah. I tried Power Amalgam with the jump skill of Amalgam and Relic of Thieves. Got a lot of damage. Yeah, it sounds good, sounds good. Have you tried getting anything put together for Gale Shot? I feel like I've tried everything, can't get a good build together. Just feel like going back to Untamed. So I would say if you're like playing if you're looking for solo Gale Shot, I think that's almost impossible. Gale Shot is very like, Gale Shot is a weak spec in that regard in terms of like solo, like boons and stuff. It just doesn't provide that much to itself. This is the quickness build, and the quickness build is very good. It reaches 40k DPS if you know what you're doing. And you could go, for example, for the Mist Stranger relic here. Oh, I don't have that one yet unlocked, sorry. But this would be a relic that you could like get up to get some healing out, or Sakuro's relic, of course. And then you like try out how much damage we can do here. If I like just try with the normal rotation here and see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not good, you know? That's the thing, 24k, and I have like not enough might stacks. I don't know. It's hard to say what is actually the best solo build for Gale Shot. I think Gale Shot is a little bit lackluster in that regard. It's not made for a solo build. It's just straight up not. I think Gale Shot is way more focused on like being a nice DPS spec, and that's more about it. Yeah. Because you cannot keep up the boons, you know? You cannot keep up the boons all the time. That's the problem. I think as a DPS spec, really good. Really fun to play, really fast-paced. But anything else, I don't know. Pistol 2 could be a good point for Amalgam. Pistol could be better a bit. I mean, we can try. We can try Pistol. I have nothing against Pistol in general. I just think Spear has more damage, but we will have to see. We have to see. Yes, it's Celestial is the best option. I will tell you already. Celestial for open world is like, tell me one build that does actually more damage and has more healing on a different gear stat. It's almost impossible. It's Celestial is just so good for open world. Okay, so pistol it is. Pistol. And we go for just the same setup, just with pistol, and see how it goes. I have like strength and frailty. I mean, frailty is harder to proc than for me because it's not on the weapon. I don't have CC anymore. Yeah, not frailty, celerity. But I can still proc it with my... This is a CC. And there is a CC on the kit here as well. I have to like swap one. That's not good enough. This is a CC. Because this is also a CC. Yeah, we need that to get the boon uptime. Okay, let's try it again. But, so we have some damage here. Yeah, it's true. You could actually like have a lot of maybe a little bit more healing, maybe a little bit more. Thanks, Chuck the Puck. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the prime. Hope you're enjoying the stream. The new Pirate Green Relic looks crazy for some solo builds. Absolutely. It looks really, really strong. Like perma quickness without a problem. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What do you recommend to the elite stack for Necromancer? New guild was 2-player. So I would say if you're new, just level to 80 and try out some different weapons, different skills, different utilities and stuff like that. And when you reach level 80, I think Reaper is the best spec to learn as a beginner because it's very straightforward, very fun to play, and you can go from there. I have multiple guides on my YouTube channel how to play Reaper. Just check them out. And Reaper is really good, yeah. Pistol 5 is not a CC, it's just a soft CC. It provides like immobilize and cripple. You need a hard CC for celerity to proc, yeah. My Troubadour build, I don't have an open world Troubadour build yet, but I have a very strong, how is it called? So let's see. We want to like get our boons up. And yeah, so I have a very good Troubadour healer build, and I will go for a solo build as well. But one step after the other. Yeah, the damage is quite a bit lower. I mean, I also like screwed up a little bit on the rotation. But it's not feeling as good. Also, the quickness uptime is a little bit lackluster because I have no CC. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit weaker. You know, you really missed the damage from the spear. The spear is just like, you have to pay the tax, you know. Spear is a melee weapon, yeah, and has 2 CCs in there. Or like a really good CC and like really good evades and stuff like that, and a lot of damage application. So it's like, yeah, you're right. Typically, like from a raw healing output, probably pistol is better, and you also have the range advantage. But the raw damage output is just better on spear. I really have to say, it just is better. You could go, instead of the offhand pistol, could go shield. Then you could go really tanky, because shield is obviously a really nice weapon as well. And then you had some CC on there. But it would lose some damage. I think like spear is the way to go. I think spear is the way to go. That was the moderate one. That was not the extreme one. The extreme one I would not outlast. Yeah. Yeah, spear is just so broken for engineer. It's like, that's why I don't even think about it, because spear is just like, if you play a Condi engineer in any game mode, you have to run spear. I will go now and play some Amalgam in PvP, and I can tell you, you have to run the spear. Like, if you play like any Condi engineer build without a spear, and you have access to it, then you are trolling, because like spear is just so good. It's really good. Between Harriers and Celestial, what's the better stat for Paragon in the open world? I would say the problem is like Paragon does not have any Condi application. So I would say because of that, you want to go Harrier. But the problem is in open world, running a healer build, which would be Harrier, you will not get any damage done if no allies are around. So if you are okay with that, go Harrier. If you want to do some damage, go Celestial, but the damage will be quite bad either way. So I personally would say Paragon is either full DPS with a power setup, like Berserker, or you go for a full healer with Harrier, Giver, Minstrel, or something like that. Celestial doesn't really work with a Paragon, sadly. That's just not how it works, sadly. They have designed, that's what I mentioned earlier, Warrior, Elite Specs, Spellbreaker, Bladezorn, and Paragon. They are by design power builds. There is not a single way how you can make them work as a Condi build without like significantly reducing your damage. That's just how they designed those specs. I think that is not necessarily bad, but I think having 3 elite specs having exactly the same problem is not good. That's the thing there on Warrior. Yeah. Is similar true for Troubadour? No, that's not true. Troubadour is a spec that is way more flexible in the traits and in this, like, what you can do than Paragon. Paragon can be only played as a full DPS or a full, like, support. But Troubadour can be played as a full power DPS, a full Condi DPS, a full healer, like a hybrid, like Boon DPS Condi, Boon DPS power. It's really, really good what it can, like, have a lot of different builds that work. Yeah. Yeah, you can run. Yeah, that's not. I'm not saying. Berserker is the only spec on Warrior that can run a Condi build quite effectively. Like everything else, every single other elite spec on Warrior is a little bit lackluster, just in the raw, like, Condi application. Berserker can make it work, but everything else is a little bit lackluster. That's the main problem with Warrior right now. I think, how can they fix that? I'm not completely sure, to be honest, because I think Bladestone will never be a Condi spec. That's just by design. It doesn't make sense. You want to have one big hit on your gun saber, so how can you make a Condi in there? That doesn't make sense. Spellbreaker could have it, to be honest. And the same goes for Paragon. They could have it, but they need to lose at least 2 to 3 traits in the trait line that would actually keep them, like, viable there. And I'm not sure if there's space for that. So I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Do you have a Condi Berserker build guide? Yes, on my YouTube channel I have like 2 or 3 Condi Berserker build guides. You can just check them out. !builds in the Twitch chat, and you get a list of all my builds in a spreadsheet, and you can find them and, like, search for them. It's really nicely sorted, so you should always find them very easily then. !builds. Yeah. Do you think Luminary can benefit for boon duration and slight damage for Luminary open world? Yes. I think you can benefit from that for sure. It's, like, very nice what stuff you can actually get done with a little bit of more boon duration. Absolutely. It's true, you could have some burning applied on like the switching from the stuff. That's really interesting on Paragon for sure. Yeah. Okay, so let's focus a bit. It's a PvP match again. It's a ranked match. Holy moly, what killed me there? Ah, this was the elite. Oh my god. Don't rest me. No, don't rest me. The elite, like, what? Like, oof, I got, like, from, oh, that was, I got completely destroyed there in the 1-on-1. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is like, Luminary is like the way to go. And we have Bell, but it doesn't help. Bell is a good Necromancer player here. But she will not carry us, sadly. That's the problem. If I'm playing bad, we will not win this. This is like a quite, I have to be honest, quite a stacked match in that regard. A lot of good players here in the team. And Luminary does so much damage. It's not even funny. Look at the healing output as well on this spec. No, they got me. Oh, that's too many good players, and I'm really bad at this. I mean, it's the second time that I'm playing this spec, but it's a fun build. It's a fun build. Sadly, not a good showcase. Yeah, it would exactly. You pulse burning when you use motivation. That's so cool. Or chance, then it scales with motivation. That would be such a cool, like, idea. Absolute. Favorite spec so far? Probably Evoker. Probably Evoker. Yeah, it's really fun for me too right now. If it sets fail to enter, you're already in. If it sets fail to enter, you're already in. Luminary is almost as broken as Willbender and used to one-shot an entire team. Yeah, I think Luminary is like, it's crazy to me that Luminary is like suddenly from the beta being like okay, And now it's like absolutely giga broken. It's so good. It's actually the best PvP spec. It might be even better than a Ritualist. I mean, Ritualist is also very good, but those two are the best for sure. Which is insane. I mean, it's crazy to me that like PvE has like high damage numbers, but there's nothing like giga broken, like 90k DPS or something, yeah? But in PvP, I would say like Ritualist and Luminaries seem like so broken that they are probably like equivalent to something like having 60, 70k DPS in PvE. They are really, really strong. Like, Amalgam is also very good, but the thing is, it like gets completely overshadowed by the stuff that we actually have here with like the enemy team, for example. Yeah, the new Virtues is really good. Like, they help a lot. No, there we have another. I hate this fucking ring stuff. It's a decap Dragon Hunter. Okay. Okay. This is now the 101 that we wanted to see. Okay. Now we got him. Oh, he has AED again. How often can you have that shit? That's crazy. How often do you have AED? You know, I outplayed them and then they still had AED. Oh my god. At least we won the map from that. I guess that's fine, but that's crazy. Can I already find any World vs. World build for Gale? I mean, you just play like something like Soul Beast, Sigem Soul Beast, and you just swap Soul Beast for Gale Shot, and that will be somewhat the same build. Yeah, that's what you would play in PvP or World vs. World. Would you say it's better to go for the Skimmer Masters instead of acquiring the Sky Scale? I would say so, yeah. For a new player, it's probably faster to get the Skimmer, and it's more flexible in that regard. Yeah. I mean, it's not lost. Maybe we win this match. I mean, I did lose my hope in the beginning, but to be honest, maybe we have good chances here. This guy should be dead. You know, like, this is a very easy target, to be honest. Okay, we got him. Nice, we got the rest. Very good, very good. I mean, is it the comeback here? Maybe it's... Oh my god. Like, getting hit for 8k, that's like so painful. It's so painful. 8k hits, like, with one attack, like, what? It's so painful, you know? If you don't dodge this attack, I'm so dead, you know? It's so annoying, and it's so... That's the main problem. Nice, we got a reflect. That's such a close match. It's very fun, to be honest. Maybe we can get the kill here. And... Oh, there's this guy. I mean, that's not a good build to play here. Evoker with a spear is probably quite squishy in this setup here. No. I did not want to use that. Okay, it's fine. It's a very fun, intense match, so I will catch up in chat after that. So let's try to go from here. But this is good. Like, look at this. Look at this. They have so much damage. And then they engage again and I'm dead. Oh my god. This meta is horrible to learn a build. Horrible. Everyone engages and instant dead. Yeah, Todd Spear Evoker or just in general Todd Evoker is really, really good. Yeah, Keck W. It's like, what? Engage and instantly dead. Like, welcome Virus. Welcome, welcome. I think Luminary seems like to be the best spec right now. Yeah, in PvP. Yeah. I would say Luminary, Ritualist, and then probably like... Probably Amalgam after that. Like, those three seem like the best. I'm not sure. Maybe if you're a really good Hollow player, maybe Holosmith is better than that, but... I mean, this is like... I should win this. You know, I come on. I should win this. Nice, we got the pull. God. Okay. I mean, we are almost in the lead. Almost. Not yet, but almost. It's tap. It's a mix between tap target and action combat. You can play this game in full action combat as well. I just play it in a mix between tap target and action combat. Yeah, even bunker builds are really fast. It's like the damage output is just insane right now. From everything. That's just like... Okay. This guy got demolished with the damage. It's... Yeah. They are running so fast. That's the main problem. And I lost. Oh my god. The invulnerability killed me there. Sad. That was actually quite good 101 from the big guy. Yeah, sadly, I'm not playing Luminary. Otherwise, I would have easily won that. What about World vs. World roaming? How are these new specs lining up? I have to test it more. They are quite good. They are quite good, can I say, yeah. Not all of them are really good, but most of them seem really good as a roamer, yeah. Yeah, Spear on Elemental is like, you can completely outplay the enemy or you can get outplayed completely like crazy. Evoker is even higher than like Weaver or like, what's the other one before? Catalyst. There are a lot of players here. There are a lot of players here. We have to go on this guy, but this is so insane that they have like... Oh, they have so much. Okay, how did we get this guy? That's actually crazy. How did we get this guy? Just cleave them here, I guess. Nope, we cannot cleave because Reflect is too broken. Oh my god. Hopefully we get a counter kill here. It would be good. There's no aiming involved. Exactly. No aiming. No, that's not true. You have a lot of ground targeted attacks. You have to hit them. It's like Guild Wars 2 is not tap target in that regard. Most of the skills need to be aimed at the foe. You have to aim them. And just a couple of attacks are like... So for example, like all my grenade kits here, like I can use them wherever I want to use them. It's not a tap target at all. No, the game is not gear-based at all. Not at all. PvP is completely balanced. There is not a single, like, you can start as a new player with a new account and play PvP, and you could outplay someone that is, like, top-rated. There is not a single gear stat involved in PvP. Not, it's like, if you're coming from New World, it's, like, completely equalized and completely skill-based. Yeah. What's the thoughts on Troubadour? I think Troubadour is very, very good in PvE. It's surprisingly good in competitive modes as well, but it's not as broken in PvP. It's more like the thing that is like shining the most. Oh my god, it is a decap Dragon Hunter. who plays that shit? Like, who says, okay, I'm now in ranked, you know? Like, everyone plays new classes, and this guy says, nah, I don't want to have fun, you know? I want to play a spec that is like giga nerd. Like, like, what is this? No one plays that. Nice, I knew that when you get a... Okay, I mean, we can win this, but that's like the most annoying build in history, and they play that. What is this? Why do you play? Everyone plays new specs and wants to have fun, and then you play the most annoying spec. That's just like mean. It's just like the anti-fun. Like, this is like, what can I say? I mean, it's not even good anymore. It's just like, I will win this 1-on-1 after all. But this match is over, sadly. Very sad, very sad. Very sad. That was not good. Yeah, I guess they want to win, yeah, but it's like not even good, you know. If you play a really good build, like then you would win more easily. It's just like the most annoying build that you can play right now. That's the crazy part about it. I don't know. It's fine. I'm just like a little bit sad that I could not showcase it very nicely because I'm like always fighting against really good tryhard players. But okay, that's fine. That's how it goes. That's ranked in a nutshell. You know, if you want to try builds, you probably should go in unranked. No, I'm not joking. I don't know. Troubadour is good. Troubadour is a spec that is really good. I tried it earlier. I will maybe find another group for that. In PvE, it's really good. In PvP, it's okay. In World vs. World, it's good as well. It's more like a PvE, really good spec for PvE. Yeah. You like that inventory? Nice, you liked it. I think there will be a character slot sale coming very soon, yeah. Revenant is good, yeah. Welcome, Kenshi, welcome. I'm doing good, yeah. Hope you're doing fine as well. Conde Troubadour is much better in PvP than PvE. Large burst up front and evade reset, F2, as well as you can burst it with 5 seconds of invulnerability. Yes, I think it's good, but the problem is like a Conde build that currently with Luminary, Amalgam, and Ritualist in the meta, I think you will die before you can get your damage off. That's the sad part. I really think that like that Conde builds are a little bit lackluster if you have like crazy good power builds right now. That's the main issue there. But I think it's in ranked, it can definitely work. But if you want to like have the absolute carry build, I'm not sure if that's the best build for it. So I think like how much time did pass since the last giveaway? Let's double check that. Yeah, I think it's another time to draw the next giveaway winner. I think it's time. Exclamation mark enter in the Twitch chat. You have to be a Twitch follower to win. Subscribers get 5 times the luck. 400 gems are on the line. And sponsored by Arena. Thanks for that. And last chance to enter. Give you 30 more seconds. If you're on YouTube, don't worry. There will be a very big giveaway coming on YouTube as well. This is just currently for the Twitch viewers. And yeah, my affiliate anniversary celebration stream, so to say. If it says failed to enter, means that you're already in because you have too many tickets. That's how it works. A little bit longer, and then we will pull. So I think it's time. Good luck to everybody. Good luck. And let's see who is the lucky person this time. And the winner is Plexen. Congratulations to you. Please let me know your account name, or like write something in the chat. You don't need to have the account name, just write something in chat if you're still here. Otherwise we have to reroll, you know. The classic, you know, it's not rigged, not a subscriber again. And yeah, let me know if you're here. Then I can send you the thing. Congrats, Plexen. Nice, you're here. Very good. Then I can send you the gem code. Congratulations. Congrats. Don't worry. There will be more coming. We have more gems to give away. Let me quickly close the giveaway. And there we go. Another one is up. You can enter, !enter in the Twitch chat. You have to be a Twitch follower to win again. And let's see when the next one happens. Bone Skinner training. I never saw that before. That's crazy. Bone Skinner training. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. So. Yeah, but yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, we will talk about it. I hopefully can answer it. In general, anything is like free to debate here. I'm always open to talk about stuff. I have to change my setup here anyway. Like this, I guess. Yep. If I want a class with strong DPS and strong support for World versus World and PvP. The thing is, like in competitive modes, like support builds are always focused on full support. There is not like a hybrid support in that regard. There are maybe some niche builds that you could make work, but typically it's more about that you are all about, what can I say? Either you are full support, you heal them, you provide boons, you like rest them, or you are DPS. And a lot of builds, like for example, a Willbender is very good at dealing damage, but cannot really be played as a support in competitive modes. So what kind of build or class can fill both roles? I guess a Spellbreaker, maybe? Yeah, Spellbreaker could do that. Join here? Why would I? What would be in there? There we go. I'm here. But the thing is, I want to get a group going. Celestial Spectre, maybe, yeah, maybe that's some kind of that. But the problem is, like, it's quite hard to come up with a build that provides healing and does damage at the same time. Maybe Druid, yeah, maybe Druid, but it's quite hard for competitive modes to find that, yeah. It's really hard, yeah, because in competitive modes the rules are quite strict in that regard. They're quite strict, yeah. Almost 80 on my first character, Thief. And the base game till the next sale. What is the next step after Pistol? I mean, you just try to find a build that you actually enjoy. And the next step would be just finding a build that you enjoy and trying to get better at it, learning the rotation. Like if you like Spectre, go for Spectre. If you like to go for Deadeye, go for Deadeye. Just play the build that you like, find a build like on Snowcross or on my YouTube channel, for example, and find a build that you like to play, and then you slowly go from there. Yeah, you slowly go from there. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing right now. Yeah. Which of the new elite specs do you think is the best healer for PvE? Paragon is really good. Like Troubadour, like you can see in a few seconds, is really good. Luminary can be played as a healer that is surprisingly good. You can play a Ritualist that is surprisingly good. Evoker is surprisingly good. It's like every single elite spec except Antiquary and Amalgam and Gale Shot, like those like 3 medium armor classes. All the others, maybe with Conduit together, can be played as a very surprisingly good healer. It's crazy. Yeah. That's the crazy part. Yeah. Is Mist Stranger or Biomancer not in PvP yet? They're both in PvP, but the problem is like the Mist Stranger specifically has only like half of the healing or like a third of it. So it's surprisingly weak in PvP, whereas Biomancer is good on a couple of niche builds that apply a lot of bleeding and poison. So like a Poison Soul Beast or something like that. But sadly, it's like more of a PvE relic or both of them. Yeah. I was looking for a class that has 2 builds available that are strong. I would say probably like going for like a Spectre, going for like a Firebrand, Druid. Those have multiple builds that you can play in competitive modes, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, going for one class is completely fine. You know, Guardian is really good in competitive modes. Like Elementalist is really good in competitive modes. Those are very flexible and can play and fill multiple roles. That's why they are so good. Yeah. Pretty new to fractals and strikes. What's a good spec? Easy spec to carry my own weight with learning all the mechanics. Probably like some kind of power rifle mechanist, something like that. It's very easy to play, or power reaper, something that is very straightforward. You get not punished for not knowing the rotation perfectly, so that you can understand and slowly learn the mechanics of a fight and go from there. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. Must quality of life items from the store to get. So I have a full tier list about this. What is the best gem store item? But the short summary is like, get some kind of like infinite salvage kit, get probably like some kind of infinite pass, and if you have the like energy for it, go for some kind of infinite gathering tool. That could be good, but that's probably like the best things that you could get. Maybe infinite recharging teleport to friend can be good as well, but there are so many things in the gem store that are worth getting if you have a specific condition met. So be sure to check out my tier list. Like I said, on my YouTube channel I have a tier list about the gem store, and that covers every single item in there. And I will talk to you specifically. That is the best thing for you. This is very bad for you. That's the important part. Yeah. There we go. That was very fast. Very nice. You just have to connect your Twitch account with your Guild Wars 2 account and watch any Guild Wars 2 Twitch streamer that has drops enabled. So ! drops if you don't know how to connect your Twitch account. Can you play Condi Ritualist in PvP? No. Ritualist is only played as a full power build. You cannot play it as a Condi. Yeah, Sakirus is better. Yes, Sakirus is better in PvP. It's just like straight up more efficient on most builds if you want to heal. That's just how it works, sadly. I have almost all the legendaries, yes. I'm missing like 5 or 6 or so. Yeah. The Candy Corn Gobbler. Good point, good point. I almost forgot. Yes, the Candy Corn Gobbler. I didn't see it here anymore, but yes, the Candy Corn Gobbler. Oh my god, best item in the game. Yes, this one here. Definitely get that one. 240 gems or something. It's so good. You have to get it. Really, it's amazing. Yeah. What about all the expensive black line items like bank access? Those are not from the gem store directly. You get them from the trading post. So like permanent contracts. Yeah. And those are very pricey. Like permanent bank access contract, like 6k gold or something. That's very pricey. That's very, very pricey. And I would say for new player, it's too much. You will probably not have that in the beginning. Like that's very unrealistic that you have enough of that. It's very unrealistic. So I would say for a new player, better go for the cheaper gem store items first, and then you go from there. Then you go from there. That's what I would say. But you can see how fun like this spec here is. It's really nice. The boon output, the barrier output, the healing output. It's just good. It's just good. Exactly, infinite experience boost with the Candy Corn Gobbler. It's just so flexible in that regard. It's so flexible. Nice, give some invulnerability to my allies. It's so fun that you can share invulnerability. It's so good. And the quickness uptime is also like crazy easy to upkeep. It's really easy. There's so much stability in the kit as well. Yeah, you can still get the Candy Corn Gobbler. Haven't received a mail with the final Twitch shop. Sometimes it takes a while. You just have to wait. Sometimes it's a little bit overloaded, the system, whatever. Just wait a bit. Yes, you can just use the launch pass and teleport there. It's really good. I can show that if you want to, but it's just like a very good. There are multiple launch passes, whatever you think is the like stylish one, whatever you want to get. I like the Mistlock one, but all of them are decent. Yeah. What items do you put in the shared inventory slots? It depends on your account. Of course, like all the stuff that is quite valuable, like bank access and like salvage kit, like portal device, stuff like that, I would put those in. And then I have a lot of leftover slots, and I put in some food that I regularly use, because then I don't have to open my bank all the time. But it's up to you. Like everyone has different things. I have all the Wizard's Portal Tome, Wizard's Gobbler, stuff like that, so that I have my stuff in there. But it does not really matter. You put the stuff in that you use regularly, like infinite gathering tools you could also put in there. It heavily depends on what kind of player you are. You have a video of this build? Not yet. Coming in the next few days. Yes. Have you seen the Interrupt Daredevil build for PvP in World vs. World? Amazing in 1v1, but trash in 1vx, since it's almost about locking down one enemy. I think that's so fun. Yeah, I saw a video, I think, about this, and I was so surprised that this like exists, because that's so fun. But I don't like builds that are like crumbling to 1vx situations, because that's like typically what you see, what you get in what you get in like ranked matches or in roaming. It's like always a 1vx situation. Like give me like a fair 101. That happens almost never. So that's why I like typically am not the biggest fan of builds like that. But the idea is so fun to me. Absolutely. Yeah. It's really fun. But yeah, good point. If you have not entered the giveaway yet, Twitch followers can enter the giveaway or can win the giveaway. You have to like just type !enter in the Twitch chat, and subscribers get 5 times the luck. Good luck to you all. 400 gems on the line. So be sure to not miss that. Does the relic that heals on bleed application trigger multiple times per stack? No. That would be even more broken. I thought about this first, but that's not how it works. You have to, if you have an attack that applies 1 bleeding stack and you have an attack that applies 10 bleeding stacks, they both heal for 1 proc of that. If you, however, and that's the funny part, if you have an attack that applies bleeding and poison, they proc twice. If you, on the other hand, have like an attack that applies like 20 bleeding, like or something like that, because it applies bleeding to people that are around you and has 5 targets or something, then it will still apply that and heal you. It's just not with the multiple stacks. That's how it works. Thanks a lot for the Prime, Kamate too. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the support. Have you felt the sheer amount of dopamine running your enemies in PvP by having the Troubadour elite stacks from support? I think it was like, Troubadour is very fun to play in PvP, but I had problems like helping my team because they die so fast with the current meta, like Luminary, Amalgam, Ritualist. They just kill enemies so fast. I like just, if I'm like 1 second late, my team is dead. And that's not feeling good. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of like playing support right now in the current meta. But maybe I'm just too bad at it. I don't know. Yeah. What weapons to use on Ritualist? It's quite like flexible. It's more, I would say Spear is very good. And other than that, you can swap the other weapon set. Is not that important. Spear is quite good though. So that's what I would use. Yeah. But of course, if you don't have access to Spear, use any power-based weapon. You can use a dagger, an axe. You can use a greatsword even. That's what I would like recommend. Power-based weapons. Ritualist is full power. You cannot play anything else. It's just power. I mean, the boon output is, I'm really happy with the, like how fast, how easy the boon output is on this class. It's really good. Yeah. Deadeye can use Biomancer or Mistrancher on the champion kill builds. Yes. In general, I think like this expansion released 6 relics. And I would say at least 4 of them are surprisingly good, like really good. And one of them is the Mistrancher relic and the Biomancer relic, which are incredible for solo builds, especially for like a Thief, because a Thief has a lot of multi-hits, a lot of bleeding potentially, and poison. So it's like giga good on this build specifically. But I think like solo builds with the new relics seem like really, really like power crept. Yeah. I made earlier the Amalgam one. It's really good. Like Amalgam seems like a very good one. Did anyone test Antiquary Condi Duelist build? Feels like it could be good. I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest like enjoyer of Antiquary, so I will get to it at some point. But for now, I'm like a little bit hesitant to try it out because I'm not like feeling it right now. So maybe next time, but not today. I think it could be good. I think Amalgam and Ritualist seem a bit stronger in terms of damage output in PvP, but I expect that Antiquary could be like some kind of like, maybe some kind of like bruiser build, if that is okay. Yeah, we will see. Welcome, Snowbleach. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Pirate Green is also insanely good. Like giving like 5 seconds or 6 seconds of quickness when you CC an enemy. That's very, very good. It's like a celerity sigil for free. It's really good. For almost free. Yeah. Can you add this to some kind of pop-up? There's a bug with Twitch right now. You can log onto your Guild Wars 2 account. Yeah, I can do that after this. Give me a second and I can ping this message. Yeah. Yes, good point, good point. They should not like read chat while doing a strike mission, because then you might not give your allies the stability at the correct time. That's okay, that's okay. I guess we will survive. We still have 50 seconds left on the clock. You can give them distortion to run in. It's only 2 seconds though. It's a little bit scary. Okay, now I can try to pin this matchup. Give me a second. Wait, that's not what I want to do, or was it? Let's double check. There we go. Yes, it was. It worked. Very good. There we go. Yes, so now it should be clear. Good point. Thanks for pointing that out, Hablo. Which armor effects for Amalgam? Either like full Viper or you mean in PvE it's full Viper for group build or full Berserker. For solo build it's Celestial, and that's about it, I would say. Yeah. What's your impression of Troubadour so far? I think it's like not as flexible as like Chronomancer is, and I really like flexibility. Like I really like flexibility. So it's tough. What should I choose here? Probably like this one here. Yeah, but I really like the specs design and how like it's really flexible in like its own regard. It's not as flexible as Chronomancer is. That's the sad truth. But I would say it's really fun to play. You can see how strong it is as well. I think I would rather still have a Chronomancer in most situations. Nah, I don't know. It depends heavily. But I think both of them are really good and have their usages. Yeah, I should have gone for Moa. I was greeding a little bit because I thought we have enough CC. It's okay. It's okay. I like both of them. I think a bit more of a Chronomancer fan though. Just some distortion, just so my allies don't die. I never trust them. You never know. That was a little bit greedy. Okay, get some CC there. I have still no Resurrect, which is a little bit painful. If they go down, they go down for good. We'll catch up in chat after this. Give some stability. But the healing output is probably even better than on Chronomancer, I have to be honest. The healing output might be higher. I think it is. That's why I would say they both have their niches. That's really cool. To have two support builds that fill a similar role, but both have their niches where they are better. It's really cool. That's why I think it's surprisingly good. It's surprisingly good in that regard. Because earlier, before the first beta, I thought, I'm not sure if Troubadour will be the spec that I want to play. But the thing is, they made it so that it has a different niche than Chronomancer has. And that's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. Berserk works really good on Amalgam in open world as well. That is true. That is true. Amalgam is a very tanky spec. It's by nature. Yeah. Crazy that you solo legendary bounties with full Berserk. I mean, it makes sense. It's a really good spec. It's made for that somewhat. Yeah. Do you have a PvE build for Luminary? Not yet. Not yet. Will come out soon. The only thing stopping me from getting the expansion for Guild Wars 2 is the fact that I don't get a character slot for Standard Edition. Yeah, that's a little bit... I'm not sure, like, if that's, like, intended, that they really want to get some higher level of the expansion version so that you spend more money just because of the character slot. I think that's a... I mean, it's just how they designed it. I'm sorry to hear that, yeah. But I think the expansions are always worth it. I mean, if there's, like, if you're interested in elite specs or the new features, I think the new expansions are crazy good, like really good. Hopefully Annie will iterate in the design of the new specs. I think so. I think so. I think the beta showed that they actually listened to our feedback and changed stuff. Of course, they did not go all the way with some of them. Like Antiquary is still a little bit missing some ideas, maybe Conduit as well, but they are definitely way better than before. Absolutely. How do we unlock the new Spear Staff collection? You just have to do the story. You have to complete the story and complete the mastery achievements. Those two things are required to get the new legendaries. I feel like you should at least get enough character slots to make all the classes. I mean, one of their main models one of their main models about business models, how to make like money, real money, is by selling convenience items like back slot expansions, character slot expansions in the gem store. So I think it makes sense that they want you to spend even more money to get the character slot. But I get your point. If you want to play all the classes, you have to purchase a couple of them, which is a little bit annoying. I think that's a fair point. Is it a problem? Not really, because I have over 70, I have 73 character slots or something, and I purchased all of them with my in-game gold. So yes, I might be a crazy person, sure, but I think most people would agree that it's actually quite a nice system that you can purchase it in-game as well. So you can just spend some gold to convert it to gems and get the character slot that way. So there is no real incentive to actually use real money, but I get that point that it's not ideal, that it's definitely not ideal how it is like done, for sure. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you play the game since release, you know that the game is like a good game. And I think it's like fair to say that it's a little bit like sad that there's no character slot in the standard edition. But I mean, it's a good game. I think it's worth the money, even with just that. I think it is. I really think so. Hoping for equipment templates? Yeah, I think I want some equipment template sales as well. Oh, then I don't need stability because I have like invulnerability share for my allies. Yes. That's just crazy. This is such a good build as well. I mean, supports are power crept like crazy in this game. Look at this. Like having permanent 11 wounds up while also having permanent like stability and providing invulnerability share. What is going on? It's absolutely insane. It's really, really good. It's really nice to showcase how good this is here. Yeah, there should be another round of changes coming for the elite specs. I agree. I think Conduit is fun. I think it needs a little bit more boons or something. But in general, it's like a really good DPS spec. 55 Condi DPS build right now, benchmark. It's really good. Yeah. You don't actually need that much gold to buy a character slot on sale. It's about 200 gold, which isn't a ton in the grand scheme of things. Exactly. I think it's like, for me, spending 200 golds for new character that you can play a new class for elite specs nowadays with all the expansions, while you also have more storage and hopefully more fun, more content to do. It's amazing. Like, I think 200 gold on sale is like, it's definitely worth it. Like, tell me one player that says this is not worth it. Like, this is really good. Really good. I think that's a very good way to enjoy the game, to be honest. It really is. Just trying to have more characters, trying to find more builds, and just having fun. I think it's one of the best investments in the gem store. Of course, if you just play a single character all the time, you like to play Firebrand and you play Firebrand in every game mode all the time, no switching of builds, sure, then it's a little bit different. But for me personally, that's not how I play the game, and I think like most of the players would agree that's not how they play the game. So, at least most of the players here in chat. So, that's what I would say, yeah. I mean, in Guild Wars 2, if you just play the game, you get a lot of gold. You just have to sell all the stuff and stuff. In general, like I have a lot of gold guides on my YouTube channel as well if you are missing some gold. But I would say everything in the game gives you gold. You just have to be patient. Is it so much better to buy a character than a bank slot or a back slot? Yes, it is. It's way much better. I agree. What's the easiest of new specs to play reasonably well? It's a Condi Evoker. Condition Specialized Elements Evoker. You can get like 50k DPS with like spamming like 5 different buttons. It's really, really good. Like really, really good. What do you spend your Loris on? I save them and spend them typically only like if I need anything, then I spend like them on tier 6 mods. That's it. I have no other like why I would use them. Nothing else really. It's just tier 6 mods typically. No, this is not my 0 to hero account. This is my prime main account, so to say, because the expansion I want to experience with my new account, with my main account. I will go back to my 0 to hero account later at some point, but for now I will play the expansion on my main account. That's how we do it. Yeah, but if you have any questions, just let me know. Always happy to answer here, and it's really nice to showcase some new builds. It's really nice. It's really fun, and I hope you enjoy it. Is gold so easy to get? I have 60 gold and not find easy to get. I wouldn't say it's easy to get, you know. I think the important part is it's all abundant. Almost everything in the game gives you gold. But the thing is, a lot of stuff needs gold as well. So the thing is, like most players, have a lot of difficulty sticking to being patient and only spending gold on the stuff that they actually want to get. Yeah. A lot of times, a new player will have like 100 items that they need to get that provide or that cost gold. And you have also 100 ways of getting gold. But if you spend your gold all the time or like permanently, then at some point you will run out of gold. And that's the issue there. It's not that it's hard to get gold. It's more like you have to be patient because most of the stuff in game is like quite slowly giving you gold. It's not something that gives you 1,000 gold a day. That's very unrealistic. You could be lucky and get an infusion drop, but most of the time it's like you get some gold, you get some materials that you can sell, and over the course of a year you get a lot of gold. So how do you spend that then? Either you do it the, so to say, wrong way and spend it on like 10 things all at once and you're always like poor, or you are patient and spend it on the stuff that you actually need. If you want to get the legendary armor, then you save your money until you have it, and don't spend it on like this skin in the gem store, on this mount. You wait, and that's the important part. Guild Wars 2 is a patience game in that regard. And that's what new players typically struggle the most with, because there are like 100 things that they want to get, and everything costs gold. And that's a problem. That's a problem. But be patient and you will get there. Exactly. 53k quickness DPS evoker. Oh yes. That's a good one. Yeah. Also struggle with gold. Always have I'm not good with selling stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you have to understand and learn it, but at some point you will get there, I think. Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome Snowdrop. Wait, where am I on the other one? Oh, we're missing Alacrity DPS. That's painful. That's very painful. That's very painful. Playing some instruments, crescendo, getting big stat boost. That's so good, like 40k HP almost. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we like. I'm a new player, this fairly casual. Gold is not easy to get in this game. Absolutely. If you're a casual player in Guild Wars 2, you need a lot of gold, and the amount that you get is always lower than the amount that you need. That's how the game functions. That's how the game keeps you playing. But if you are somewhat like a veteran, you know that a lot of stuff gives you gold. It's just about like being patient. That's the thing. It's not, I wouldn't say that Guild Wars 2 is hard to get gold. It's just like a slow process. That's the difference. It's not, you don't have to be the best player in the entire game to get gold. No, not at all. You can just play some fishing, for example. You have to be like not good at all at the game, but you will like get gold. You just have to be patient. Yeah, the new maps I like the new maps a lot. I think the only criticism that I have for now with the new maps and specifically with the hearts is that they are quite like slow and very annoying to get the unlocks there. But other than that, I think the new maps are gorgeous. Yeah. Never get my mount skin, but I didn't use gold for it. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, just like I'm always giving my opinion and my take on a matter, but that doesn't mean it's the only one that is like true. Keep that in mind as well. It was just a very casual game, like you have to be patient, so it's very good for a second game. Yeah, I mean, it depends how to play the game, but I would say if you just log in every day, get some dailies done and stuff like that, I think slowly building up gold is not a problem. But of course, if you play the game every day and you want to get the legendary today, then it's a problem to get the gold. That's the main thing, yeah. Yeah, the hero points are somewhat boring. That's a good point. The hero points, there are 15 hero points in each of those maps, and to be honest, there is like not a single one that I would say is like, oh my god, that was fun. Most of them are like quite boring and dull. That's a good point, yeah. Yeah. Welcome, Patricia. Welcome, welcome. When they enable exterior websites to reconnect to the trading post to compare prices, I think the API should go up in a couple of hours. Yeah. So quite soon, quite soon. The amount of actors you get by doing daily Heart of Thorns hero points is insane. I mean, there are so many ways to get really good gold. You just have to be patient and like do stuff every day. I think that's one of the biggest things in MMOs to get gold, or like whatever the currency is in a specific MMO, is being patient. Being the person that does everything every single day. Being like the person that is like very like logging in every day and just doing stuff that they enjoy while also doing stuff that is efficient. So I'm a player, I like to be efficient. I log in, do like 15 minutes or something of like logging in on specific characters, getting specific tasks done. And with this, I will like generate like a couple of goals every single day, like every single day. And that's, in my opinion, like insane value for the amount of playtime you get. And if you do that consistently every single day, you get a lot of gold. And that works in every single game, I would say. Most of the games have some kind of FOMO attached to them. And if you're just patient and do that every day, you get a lot of gold. But of course, I can say this is not something that a lot of people enjoy. Yeah, that's fair. But that's just how it works. I have a full video about what you should do daily and covering that as a veteran, my perspective on that. And that should give you some good starting point at least, yeah. I've discovered the easiest way for me is to get hero points in World vs. World. Yeah, I think a lot of people would say that is the easiest way to get hero points nowadays. Running around on the map, doing map completion while waiting for PvP tournaments can be good gold as well. That is true, yeah. If you play PvP and are in queues all the time, absolutely. Absolutely good point, yeah. Hot tech showing up every day also brings you far in life. It's a good point, yeah. Just being patient and stuff. That's good, yeah. So, I'm good, chat. I'm very good. Hope you're doing fine as well. I think it's like very nice to try all the new specs and stuff. I had a lot of fun with them, and we more stuff to come. More stuff to come. I think Guild Wars 2 is like a game. If you start Guild Wars 2 right now, we had the discussion a little bit earlier as well. If you start Guild Wars 2 right now as a new player, the amount of content you have is actually insane. You will be like actively playing the game for like years, like 1-2 years. I would expect that. But if you're a veteran that has done every single thing and has done like every single achievement from the old maps, for example, or has like unlocked almost everything, then the amount of content, new content that you get is very low. So either you generate your own content and say, I want to get like 50k achievement points, or I want to get all the skins in the game, or something like that. If you do that, then you have something to do. But if you don't, and a veteran player, then you lack content, because the amount of content that ArenaNet produces is just too low to keep you constantly playing. But for a new player, and that's the important part, a new player is for me someone that has below 1,000 hours. That sounds insane, yes. But for me, a new player is someone that did not have everything, has not everything in the game experienced yet. That's the thing. And that's why I would say, if you don't have like 1,000 hours, you have not experienced everything in the game. And there is crazy amounts of content. Like if you purchase even one expansion, you will probably have like hundreds, if not 1,000 hours to play before you actually can say, okay, I'm done with it. That's the crazy part. And that's why I would really want to stress that Guild Wars 2 is a game that if you're new and considering if you want to buy it and you hear veterans say there is not enough content, this is just not true for you. It does not apply to you. That's the important part. Yeah. And it's really fun. You know, I have done most of the content in the game and I still play the game because it's so fun. Yeah. I started last year, needed a full year to catch up to the current expansion. That's why I'm with doing the story in order or masteries. Exactly, you know, some person here, if you follow the, like, it's not only me saying that, it's actually, we have proof of people having that in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you're done founding game anymore, time to play another one. Exactly. That's the biggest important part here. You should enjoy the game. And if you don't enjoy it anymore, even if you have still content to do, you should like skip it and say, I will come back at a later point. That's the important part. You should not like force yourself to play a game that you actually don't enjoy anymore. Yeah, that's a very good point. Very important point as well. Newish player here. I'm 100 hours in and just getting started with Path of Fire now. So Core Living World Season 1, 2, 3 and Heart of Thorns took around 100 hours. Yeah, that makes about sense. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. It's like a very nice like thing to know if like people have the same rough schedule of how to get there, and that's crazy to me. Like you have so much stuff to explore in the game. So I would say it's definitely a good game in that regard. It's already full again. You know, my storage is too small, way too small, way too small. I have 1,200 hours and never tried raids and only fractals up to tier 2. Consider myself still new. Exactly. It's not like you are like an absolute like brand new player, but you still have stuff to experience in the game. And I think that's the definition of someone that is like not a veteran. A veteran is someone that played the game for hundreds of hours or thousands of hours and has experienced everything. I think that's for me the definition of a veteran. But you could be different. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can always take a break from Guild Wars 2 and come back later, and you will probably have no problem catching up because there is no catching up to do. If you have a standard gear, you will always have the highest best in slot gear. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you play like a game that has content for thousands of hours and you pay like $100 for it, I think that's in my opinion not that much. I'm not saying that $100 is not a lot of money. I'm just saying if you compare that like to, for example, if you buy a coffee at a coffee shop that costs like, I don't know, like $3 to like $5 or something, that is like 20 coffees. Yeah. And some people do that every day. Yeah. So you spend like 20 times the amount of a coffee on a game that you play for thousands of hours. Thousands of hours, you know? If you would go to the cinema, how much does the cinema entry cost? Like $10 maybe, if you're lucky, maybe even more. Maybe $20, probably more like it with the current like inflation. Let's say you pay like $15 or something. That's like 7 times the amount for the expansion. So if you would calculate that a cinema entry is like 3 hours maybe of a movie, yeah, then it would mean 21 hours. After 21 hours playing a game that costs $100, you would have the same value, so to say, than getting into a cinema and watching a movie. Just roughly. That's insane. If you play a game for over 1,000 hours and it only costs $100, that's so much value. That's the whole point here. That's I'm just saying. Yeah, just wanted to make that clear. Yeah. As a WoW player, I got into raids very easily. Very early because I thought it's the end game, like in WoW, but raids are actually such a small part of the game and open world is so much better. Yeah, exactly. Guild Wars 2 has so many different things that you can experience and raids is just a small part. It's a good part, but it's a small part. Yeah. But the problem with Guild Wars 2 is that there's so many quality of life things that you want to have to buy to get the same quality of life from other games with a sub. Yeah, I mean, it's the business model, but you can farm everything in the game, you know? Every single thing in the gems you can farm in game, you know? I have 70 characters, you know? I have characters that have like over 400 inventory space. I farmed that all in game. And I don't even have the highest amount of hours in the game. I just like to be efficient. I have like 13k hours in the game on this account. So yes, that's a lot of time. If I would have played the piano by then, I would probably be a professional piano player in the same time. However, this is farmed everything in the game. So that's the nice part. You don't have to play stuff that you don't like to do because you get gold and can farm it in the game. You don't have to spend real money, but you could. Stuff like that is, in my opinion, quite nice. That's a good thing. That's why I like it so much, yeah. I've never played raids, strikes, PvP, or fractals. Most of my 3k hours went to story, farming for gold. Like Griffin was expensive, and World vs. World. I still need a lot of legendaries. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the game, yeah. And that's really cool to hear that. Everyone has a different get there. Did you craft the best build of them all? I mean, the question is, what is the best build of them all? I guess there are some really good ones, yeah. Not the best yet. I will make my decision what's the best build in I would say a couple of days. Yeah. Does unranked have MMR? No. In unranked, you just queue up and whatever you get, you get. No one is like really like focused on like what is the best partner to match you with. It's very like sometimes you get very even matches. Oftentimes you get very like stomps. I just don't want to like play ranked anymore because they are like all playing Luminary and Ritualist. That's very unfun to try out stuff. I'm stuck on one of the achievements in Castora. I don't know all the achievements by heart, so maybe someone here in chat knows how to fix that, but I don't know. I'm still secretly hoping for Guild Wars 2 in 2.5 instead of Guild Wars 3. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because the thing is, what is always like for me, we know for a fact that like a lot of employees of ArenaNet are working on an Unknown's project. That is a fact. The thing is, if you would work on a Guild Wars 2.5, which is just like a graphic update or like a engine overhaul or something like that, then why would you not tell the player base that you're working on that? Why would you not tell them? Because that's not killing the game, it's making it better. Why is that like something that you would not tell them? I don't see a big reason why that would be not communicated. So that's why it's one of my biggest arguments that they are actually working on something big, a new game in the background. Maybe Guild Wars 3. Yeah, that's the only point here. How many hours have you played so far? Since the expansion, I played like probably like 15 or something. And before in the entire game, we can check it's like 13k hours or something. It's like 13,800 hours. That's what I played so far. So quite a lot, but not even close to what other players have. Yeah. Just going back to Amalgam, what do you think is the best mobility options? I don't know. Probably rifle is a good one if you really need a lot of mobility. Rocket boots are always an option, but other than that, I don't know. That's about it. Amalgam is not the fastest. Have you played with the Conduit much? I've looked, but seemed underwhelming and went back to my Herald. I think it's like very favoring Condi, but you can play Power and Condi. Both of them are fine. It's like a full DPS spec. You reach 55k DPS in a Condi Conduit. It's really, really good. But I have not played around it much because it seems like a little bit linear. You know, it's not a lot of theory crafting behind it. Yeah. If you're telling them that you're building Guild Wars 3, some players will stop grinding Guild Wars 2. Exactly, and that's not good. That's why you would not tell them that you're working on another game. But if you would like just work on an improvement of the same game, why would you not tell them? Because that's like everyone would be happy and say, holy shit, this game gets even better. But if you like would tell them, yeah, by the way, we're working on a different game, this game will die in 5 years, then of course half of the player base will stop playing it. That's why they don't tell us. And they will announce it when they are like almost done with it. That's the whole idea. Yeah. Of course, I don't know anything, and maybe they have like nothing in the background, maybe, but it seems unrealistic. It's really risky, Snowbleed. It's really risky. I agree with you. And I think ArenaNet can pull it off because they did it once with Guild Wars 2 out of Guild Wars 1. But I think it's a risky move. Like probably no one in the business would say, I kill one MMO to make another one. That seems stupid. Yeah. What would be the incentive for ArenaNet to even make Guild Wars 3? It seems like a huge risk. I think the risk or the idea that they have there is that Guild Wars 2 is somewhat outdated in terms of the engine. You know, they have a big issue, like a really big issue, as far as I understand, to make new content that is not new maps. So if they want to do new raids, if they want to do new fractals, that is very challenging and takes a lot of effort because the engine is very, like, let's say, outdated, and they have problems getting everything working and building it up from scratch. If they would do a new engine, they could make it very, very easy to generate new content, and then the new game would get more content way more frequently than the old game, which needs way more effort put into the same amount of content. That's my argument here, but I'm not sure if that's like working out for them. We will have to see. You know, only future can tell, and ArenaNet, I guess. Yeah. I think it was pretty obvious from watching T-Pod's stream that Guild Wars 3 is being announced fairly soon. He kept saying, wait for the next studio update, will be interesting. I'm not sure. I think it's really hard to tell if what is the reasoning, you know? I'm an ArenaNet partner as well, so I have no insight there. And even if I would have, I could not tell you. So the reason is like, hopefully the next roadmap will be interesting. I hope so, because the last one was a little bit like sad. But other than that, I'm enjoying the game, you know? Even if they would say I would not bring out any more content for the next 3 years, I would still play the game. It's fun, you know? Why would I stop playing a game that is fun to me? I stop playing when it's not fun anymore. But right now it's fun, so I play it. Yeah. Yeah. So with the voucher Pizza Hut, I think it's like with everything, as I pinned in the comment in the chat. So there is currently, I think, an issue with the Twitch drops going on. But you will get it at some point. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind transferring on Guild Wars 3 if there will be, as long as they make Guild Wars 2 relevant, like having a ton of achievement connected to a previous title. I'm not sure how they would actually do it, but either way, I think they could make it very, like, I wouldn't say easy, but they could make it in a way that it's, so to say, you have an incentive to play Guild Wars 2. If you have an incentive to play Guild Wars 2, they are oh my god. I mean, we got a kill from that. 3 people on me. My team just like sucked down on another one. I guess that's a trade. I mean, we take that, I guess. I wanted to go too far, but there were like how many evokers? Like 2 evokers and a gay shot on me. That's not a good like group to be on. But it's okay. Potential rerun drops like last time? Who knows? Who knows? All I'm saying is that Guild Wars 2 has so many quality of life things you have to buy with gems. The initial costs are way higher. I don't know. I feel like I guess, but the thing is that you always have to understand. Yes, the initial cost might be higher, but you still can earn it in game. You know, that's the good part. Yeah. I think we win this. I think we win this. MLGame doesn't have enough stability to make that work here. We should win this here, hopefully. There we go. Now we can go for the decap finally. Let him bleed here a little bit. My team is losing. That's a little bit sad, to be honest. Okay. I mean, we can let him bleed a bit while we kept the point. But I want a 1-on-1, you know? I don't want... My team is losing all the map. That's okay. Evoker seems to be really good on PvP, lots of damage. Yes, Evoker is fun in all game modes actually. Maybe T-Bot knows something from like some kind of background. Maybe that would be cool. I would like to see the next roadmap. I'm excited for that one for sure. I mean, they like one of the biggest points that I want to mention here is, oh my god, what was the damage? Did you see the damage? Oh my god. That damage, like what? I got completely deleted. That's fun. But yeah, the important part is that if T-Bot knows something, I don't know, I cannot deny that, but that would be good. I would really like the next update. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, nuked and then flamed for it. That's how you play the game. Like being toxic in PvP, that's what we like. So let's do that once again, my friend. Nope. Nope. So good. And the one before. Just saying. They haven't announced any expansion ahead of the current one, whereas when they were switching to the new model, they had 3 of them announced ahead. Exactly. That's a good point. And that is something that you could think about. But the problem is, it's, you know, if I would be a company and I would always have announced my 6th expansion before I actually put out the 5th expansion already, then at some point you have to stop. You know, at some point you have to stop because you cannot always announce the next one already because maybe you don't want to do the next one in a year. Maybe you don't want to. Oh my god. The damage here is like insane. But yeah, maybe they just don't want the next one in a year. Maybe they want it in 2 years and they have not announced it because of that. Maybe they are planning to reveal Guild Wars 3 very soon. Who knows? That's just like, at this point, like, we don't know anything. Yeah. I'm not sure. Why would it not make sense to introduce elite specs before the last expansion? What is the argument there? What is the argument to say that that is something that it doesn't make sense? I'm not sure because, like, for me, like it's an argument for either way, yeah, either or. Oh my god. How many people are here? There are 5 people. Very good. I hope Guild Wars 2 is sub-based. I'm not sure. I have no clue about the monetization. You know, they could go with the thing that is already working for Guild Wars 2, or they could go for something different. And maybe, you know, for me, the biggest hope is that Guild Wars 2 will be developed to some extent, continue, you know, that it will continue to develop Guild Wars 2 while they actually... This is it's a nice one-on-one, to be honest. No, go on. It's just a little bit sad that I cannot charge my Todd more often. It's so sad. No, there's another one approaching. I don't even know where my team is. Like, my team is dying on close, even though we're like 2v3 here. It's fun. It's fun either way. I play all the classes in PvP. Yes, I do. I do. There could be other reasons they're not sharing more details, announcing anything around the new expansion release. Doesn't make much sense. I agree. I absolutely agree. I just think they could have announced it like months ago, or could have like whatever. You know, I don't care about when they announce it. I'm just saying I hope they will announce it at some point. Then I would be happy. You know, I don't want to have players that are sad and leave the game because nothing is happening, even though in the background they develop a completely new game. That's my hope there. That was such a bad teleport. Let's get that up. The button presses are real. Got them. That was actually how many people are there? Like 3 people? Holy moly. What is this? That is crazy. Actually, was that like a 1v3 almost? Because my Necromancer was just standing on node. That is crazy. That build is really fun. Like, that was actually quite good. That was the first good action in the whole game, to be honest. That was good. Holy moly, the damage. I'm tanky. What? I just deleted this guy. What? That's a really fun build. It's so fun, to be honest. Yeah. I have to concentrate here. I don't want to like die again. No, I can't get the res, and I cannot get the rally because I would be dying here. Nice, we did it. That was what a surprisingly fun match. Okay. The new lead specs are almost always broken. Yes, that's how they like sell the expansion. That's how it works. Doesn't mean it's bad, you know. Doesn't mean it's bad because they will nerf it down. Is Evoker good? Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, you can make it easy mode. It's really fun. Like just going easy mode Evoker is really good. I made a really good solo build. You can even make a healing build, which is really fun. You can make a healing Evoker build, which is I think a really funny idea, that you play a healing-based Evoker and lock yourself into water, and it actually works surprisingly well. It works surprisingly well. And it works even better if you don't lock yourself. Then you have like crazy boons uptime as well. It's surprising good build. I showed it yesterday in the stream. It's really nice how much boons you can output, and Evoker is very flexible, like very, very flexible. I mean, you can put out Alacrity as well, and you can Alacrity, Protection, and Even stability is what you can output. But everything else is a little bit lackluster. That is true. Like, it's not good enough for a typical healer build. Yeah. Yeah. Guild Wars 2 makes problems to sell solutions. That's how it is. You get rich and dimed. Yeah. I mean, Guild Wars 2, the thing is, like, they want to sell gem store stuff. You know, that's how they make a big chunk of their money. So it makes sense that the gem store stuff is like good. And that's why, for example, equipment templates and build templates are separate or something. Yeah. That's how it is. But you can earn everything in the game because you can earn everything via the gem and to gold conversion or gold to gem conversion. So I think the argument saying that in Guild Wars 2, like Guild Wars 2 is like you have to invest like $200, $300 in the game to actually have a nice quality of life is just not true, because you can just start out with one expansion that costs you like 25 euro and or something, or dollar, not even that when you on a sale, and then just farm the game, have some fun, and go from there and purchase and upgrade your things. I think that's what other MMOs do the same. You know, if you don't have, most MMOs do not have, and that's the important part, do not have any like big bags at the beginning. You have to farm them yourself, and the same goes for Guild Wars 2. I think it's for me that's like just a weird argument to say that they have it in the gem store, but I mean you can still earn it in the game. That's what I would say. Yeah. You should get a pet parrot? Yeah, I think so. It would be good, like always saying what I already did. Yeah. Does the Todd work as a support now that it has the electricity? Yes, you can make it work, but it's not as good as the water one. I think like a sub-based MMO could be like the solution or could be the curse. Who knows? I really don't know what's better for them. Either way, I think it's like it would be a change. And I'm not sure if it's like the one that they want to make. I'm not sure. They have 3 inventory slots during the fractal event? Yes, there were 2 inventory slots actually during the fractal event that you could get. Yep, that's true. That was actually quite nice. And there was one time where the drops actually were also like giving you a free backslot expansion. Yes, I agree. I think for a new player, the stuff that you can get from the like gem store is very expensive. So I personally think that they should make more achievements. Maybe like one of the things that I think for a new player would be amazing is if this character adventure guide would continue with like level 80 stuff, or would give you a specific level 80 guide where you would go into fractals, into raids, into like open world bosses, like world versus world PvP even. You have to try it once, and then you get, as a reward, a backslot expansion. You get a bankslot expansion. So it's really high valued items that give you like some kind of like head start and for actually going into different game modes. I think that would be crazy good. Like that would be the way to do it, in my opinion. Because then players have a slow transitions from being a new player, reaching level 80, get to see everything in the game, and get rewarded for it. So that you get into a state where you can say, okay, I now know that I can farm gold using fractals, and then I can get my backslots. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. That would be the way to do it. It's not in the game, Takeshi. Don't worry, it's not there yet. Yeah. So I think it's time to draw another winner. I think it's time. Exclamation mark, enter in the Twitch chat. You have to be a Twitch follower to win. Subscribers get 5 times the luck. 400 gems on the line. Sponsored by ArenaNet. Don't worry, we will do a YouTube giveaway very soon as well. Very big one coming up. But last chance, 30 more seconds. If it says failed to enter, you're already in. So be sure to hit the button. Be sure to. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. And let's check it out. And I think it's time to close it. Good luck. Let's see who it is. I want to. By the way, I'm not watching those people die here. I'm actually. I want to solo this boss. Yeah. So we have Balthasar 44 won the giveaway. Congrats to you. Please answer here in chat and let me know if you are still here. Congrats. And We will do another one, so don't worry if you didn't win. Don't worry. Please answer. You don't have to write anything special. Just tell me. Heal Luminary is surprisingly good. We will try it. Nice, you're here. Very good. That's what we want. No real rolls today yet. Congrats. Here's the code. I send it to you. And we will open the next giveaway. Give me a second. And there we go. It should be open. It should be open, yeah. Exclamation Magenta again. You have to be a Twitch follower to win. And subscribers get 5 times the luck. Good luck. And we will draw the winner in a bit. So let's try Heal Luminary. We got a question from Filthy. So we will try Heal Luminary now. Which of the new specs you find the most fun? I think Evoker is for me right now the most fun, but there are a lot of ones that I like a lot. Thanks a lot, Druvek. Really appreciate the Prime. Thanks a lot for the support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Making an MMO in Unreal Engine 5 sounds like a nightmare. More likely it's that they proof of concept stuff in Unreal Engine 5 as a test. That doesn't mean that Guild Wars 3 would run in Unreal Engine 5. They would very likely use their own proprietary engine. Yeah, I would actually follow up with this. My prediction is that they look for people that have experience with a very modern engine like Unreal Engine, but they do their own in-house built engine. I think that is what they probably do, so that they know people have experience with working with a modern engine, and they set up a completely new engine and go from there. Because the engine that Guild Wars 2 uses is the somewhat altered Guild Wars 1 engine. And the thing is that the Guild Wars 1 engine was built in 2002 or something like that, so it's very, very old. And is it a bad engine? No, but it's just old. Yeah, and yeah, that's just what we got. So we want to level here, and then we can try Heal Luminary. That's what Filthy asked. That's what Filthy guessed. So Heal Luminary. We run the same gear. That's the cool part about healers. Typically, you run the same gear as you would run for Heal Firebrand. It's exactly the same. I would just use different gear. Not gear, traits and equipment. Traits and skills, rather. So, what do we want here? That's a really good one, for sure. That's a nice CC one. Can't run that for the passive healing, I guess. But that's more CC, that's more fun, more flashy. Stand your ground is a must. I guess hold the line, you need a little bit of stuff. And we want definitely Virtues, and we want definitely probably Honor for the heal on dodge. Yep. Symbols heal, that's also very good. Those are both really good, we have to try, you will see. But Heal Luminary is not a big problem. Definitely a really good build. Okay, let's catch up in chat. Gayshot makes me feel like Legolas in open world. Yes. It's really good. Gayshot is really fun. Unreal Engine is fine. The problem is devs usually don't spend enough time tinkering and optimizing. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I cannot tell you. At least not a game developer. So that's how it is. But I think they should know what they are doing. They built 2 MMOs. So if they build another game, they probably know what kind of engine they should be used. Yeah. I mean, you are somewhat. You are. Yeah. There are Unreal Engine games that run smooth as a skill. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I will not judge what kind of engine they use. Maybe they can make it work. Maybe they make a different engine, whatever. Either way, I think they have enough knowledge to make it work. I feel Celestial Cutter is way more useful in open world groups than Celestial Evoker. I think Celestial Cutter is more useful because you have 10 wounds that you put out, whereas Celestial Evoker only puts out 2. So that's a good point, yeah. But it's still very fun, yeah. For Warclaw and World vs. World, you need Path of Fire. Or any expansion for that? No, I don't think so. In World vs. World, you can get the Warclaw without Path of Fire. The Spear allows you to upkeep Fury without a big issue. Normally you would run the symbol of X, and that gives you some Fury. But if you use the Spear, you have a nice Condic Lens, you have some healing, you have some Fury uptime, and X is just a little bit more lackluster. You can easily run the same setup that you use for Heal Firebrand as well. I'm going for a heal Luminary, you know. Yeah. Yes, Luminary is better actually, half return. Luminary seems better than Willbender right now in PvP. Luminary might be the best build in PvP right now. It's really, really strong. Yeah. As a developer, you can't own Unreal Engine 5. You're always beholden to what Epic does once. Yeah, that's not a good thing to be in. Yeah. Just a point of a reference, it typically takes 3 to 5 years to build an MMO engine. Yes, that makes sense. But we already know that they started the development of whatever they are doing in the background at least 2021, maybe even in 2020. So it's at least 4 years. At least 4 years that they are already working on it. Just saying. Just saying. Welcome, Mitchell. I think Troubadour became my new favorite Mesmer. I think Staffed Rifle is an instant solo. Question is when will Syrma explain to me how it's the best I can. A video coming out probably like in a couple of days. Yes. Any chance of Spearwalker being viable? Yes. It is viable in PvP and maybe even viable in PvE. Maybe. We will have to see. Blue class strong in PvP? Color surprised me? Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I mean, what can I say? It's always like Guardian, I guess. I feel like it would be better if they keep optimizing Guild Wars 2 engine. I think they did a lot of stuff already with the shadows. To be honest, I was never expecting this big update, big change with the shadow update, and it is insanely good. Like, it's really good, in my opinion. It is really, for the small blog post that I put out, I think I definitely notice a difference. Maybe I'm like a little bit coping too much, but I personally think it's looking really good. So let me double check and get the right setup here. Because I had already a really good build, I just want to copy the one that I already had. And then we can go from there. Then we go from there. Yeah, exactly. So this is the setup that we wanted. I want definitely stand your ground. That's what I also wanted. And then you have like here, consecrations last longer. That's very good, for example, with Sanctuary, or yeah, probably like Sanctuary for some CCing. And you have some nice Conde cleanses, stability application. You have 3. You have some simple healing. You have empowering might for more stuff and a lot of boons output. You get some nice luminous blessing, which decreases damage you take and your allies as well. You have some alacrity here. And you have like radiant weapon reduces the recharge of your virtues, so you can spam them more often. It's quite good. So let's try it out with, like, let's say, I mean, let's go in. Let's go extremely threatening damaging field. That's what we do. Yeah, we don't start small. We go big directly. And then we give ourselves quickness, because I'm alacrity support, so I expect my quickness support to give me quickness, and everything else I will cover myself. So let's catch up and check. Luminary likely broken, and when Zergs with all the damage and port. I don't know. I have not tried Antiquary yet in the official release. We will try it at some point as well. I will get to Luminary. Luminary, since in roaming, seems really strong. Like, really strong. Mobility is slower, but the damage is higher. That's why it's a good pick. Yeah. Something's changed. You need your radiant weapons for alacrity, so the trade should resets the forged weapons should be better. Maybe. Let's double check. I guess that could be better, yeah. Yeah, I guess that could be true. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that is better. But I mean, it depends a bit on the situation. Sometimes you want to have your virtues for more stability, for example. And if you can upkeep the alacrity without like having the recharge, we will have to see. I will try it. Can you try CM Fractals with Luminary? I want to see how it performs. Not yet. I will have to learn the build first and try it. I'm like, I will go into CM Fractals and do that stuff, but right now I'm trying out and build crafting a bit. You know, you cannot build craft in a CM Fractal run. People would like hate you for that. So I would rather learn the build first. Yeah. You can redeem the code for the gems. You go to the gem store, like open the gem store window, and then here is this redeem code. And if you then click there, you can redeem the code there. Just enter it, and then it should work. That's how you get it. Hopefully it works. I don't want to send out gem codes and the people don't even get the gems then. That would be sad. Yeah. Hope that should work for you. This button here, redeem code. Okay, so let's try it out. We go in and let's see how much stuff we can get. Oh, the healing output is like insane. Yeah, it's for me, it's always crazy to see like you have a healing skill that bumps up you boom boom like full life again after like the healing. It's always surprising to see that. Look at the healing output. That's insane. What? It's really good. Like a lot of heals. Like a lot of heals. So lose this, then reset it again, and use it again. It's really good. I think it's very underrated as a healer. Look at the healing output here. It's way more spammy than like, for example, like, I don't know, Troubadour to some extent, because you spam like your buttons like crazy. You can also dodge, by the way, to heal your allies as well. Didn't do that. And the boons are also like, I upkeep the boons without even looking at them. It's really good. I'm surprised how good this is, to be honest. I'm really surprised. And also the stability uptime is also like surprisingly high. This is good. This is good. This is really good, yeah. Very fun. I think you can keep up Fury without the elite, so maybe try out something else there. I mean, the elite skill, the thing is, like, what would you pick? You could just go for the passive here, like you could go for like the Signet of Courage and passively heal allies, which is okay, or you can use the CC one. So it doesn't really matter. I just like to have this one because it gives some quickness. So that means that when some super speed. So that means it's not necessary for the Fury here. It's more for like if my allies need some help. That's more like it. So maybe we can get something. No raids there. Maybe we can do some fractals. I don't want to do like the full run. I just want to do some. What are the tier 4 dailies? Maybe we can do those. Showcase it a bit. Oh, it's Silent Surf. That's disgusting. I will not do the Silent Surf without a challenge mod. Go PvP. Heal Luminary in PvP. You want to see it? Oh my god. I'm not sure. I can show the build, yes. I'm not sure if Heal Luminary is the way to go. I'm not sure. So that's the build. That's the build with full, like, same setup as a Heal Firebrand, full Harry or something like that. Yeah. That's the build. No, Silent Surf normal mode is like, you know, I did it like 3 times or something on my Zero to Hero account, and I'm happy to never go back. Like, this is something I will do in challenge mode, or I don't do it. Like, it's horrible. It's really bad. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's not... The thing is, the fractal itself is not that bad. I think I'm with you with their Snow Bleach. I think it's not that bad, the fractal itself. But if you, like, the boss fight is very long. And if you then have in the beginning also, like, these puzzle elements, I would just, like, rather skip it and directly go to the long boss fight than having to have the puzzle elements, which I do not enjoy that much, and make the fractal even longer. That's why I don't like it. But I get it, for people that like those puzzle elements, it's not bad. I just think the Silent Surf fractal is, like, for me, probably, like, nowadays, I think actually Lonely Tower is better. That might be a hot take, but after playing Lonely Tower, like, every day for the last few months or weeks, I actually enjoy Lonely Tower a bit more, because Lonely Tower has, like, interesting mechanics that can make the fight, like, very fast. In Silent Surf, it's like, it doesn't matter if you have like good mechanics skill or something. It doesn't matter, because you will just wait for the boss to die for like 10 minutes anyway. Yeah. I want to try heal. I want to try the healer here. Do you think Luminary can replace Firebrand for World vs. World Circ? No, I think Firebrand has too much utility with Reflects in the kit, with the tomes, with a lot of different stability, with ally stun breaks on the elite skill. I don't know, I think Firebrand will always be a staple in, like, somewhat competitive World vs. World play. Yeah, I think so. As a new player, do you think it's better to get a level 80 character and then play something, or start from level 0 and then play through everything? I personally would say get a character to level 80, and if you enjoy it, stick with it. If you didn't enjoy it that much, go to a different class, and then you can, like, play from there. I personally would not recommend switching classes all the time. that is something that is a little bit lacking. Yeah, that is not perfect. Yes, it's alacrity heal. It is alacrity heal. It provides alacrity instead of quickness. So quickness would be Firebrand. Alacrity is Willbender or Luminary. Yeah, Silent Surf Boss takes too long. That's the big problem. I think if it would like have like in normal mode half the health or something, then we are talking. Then it's not that bad. But having a boss fight that takes like let's say up to 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, while having like a puzzle mechanic that also takes like 5 minutes, means that you have a fractal that is like around 15 minutes long on average in normal mode, whereas normal mode fractals take like 5 minutes. So it's like almost 3 times the amount of time, and it's not even fun time. I don't enjoy it. That's the main problem. I don't mind a long fractal if it's fun, but if it's just a slug and takes forever, that's not good. Yeah. Ooh, A heal here. You could do that. Could do that. I don't know. Maybe we have to try out some other stuff if there's no one here. That. Yeah, always happy to help. Always happy to help. I would always start your first character and level it from level 1 to level 80, and your second character you can use the boosts on. Like the level 80 boosts here, use them on a second, third character, but not on the first. I would not recommend it, but you could. You could. I would not recommend it. By the way, the Twitch shops seem to be working now. That's good. That's very good. Thanks for saying, for giving us the feedback. What would you say are the top new specs now by strength and your favorite one for now? So by strength in PvE, it seems like some of them are giga broken in terms of DPS, like Ritualist, Evoker, Conduit, Antiquary. Those seem like absolutely high damage numbers, like really, really high. They will definitely get nerfed. When it comes to PvP, we have Luminary, we have Ritualist, we have Amalgam. Those seem like very, very strong. Evoker, also very strong. Those 4. And from the one that I like the fun aspect the most, disregarding strength, I would say it's like Evoker, because I have like 10 different builds that I want to showcase. That's why I like this so much. But I think it's like all of them have some aspects that are good, some aspects that needs to be looked at. I think they're not perfect. There's almost no perfect spec. Maybe Gay Shot is somewhat close to perfect, but the others need some tweaking, I would say. What's the strongest solo story mode class specialization? All of them are good. You should probably go for like doing story fast, probably something for like a raid quick DPS or alacrity DPS build so that you kill the bosses fast, also have some boons. I would say like a quick DPS catalyst is probably really good because you have like 10 different boons while also having like really good damage output. That's what I would do, but everything works. You don't need a crazy solo build for doing story. Yeah. Heal Paragon or Heal Berserker better? I would say Heal Paragon is slightly better because it has more stability uptime and has easier access to barrier and stuff like that. But both of them are very, very good, like very underrated. And both require targets, so they both have the same weakness. That's just how they designed it. But I would say it's really like a really good spec all across the board. I don't want to do like join this and do like recommended as well. I like how we complained a little about Ritualist damage and they kaboomed it up to 50k. It's like insane. We complained about Ritualist that the damage numbers are too low and it was broken in PvP. What did they do? They fixed the damage numbers in PvE by doubling them, and in Ritualist in PvP is like still broken. It's really fun. They really like said, if something is too good, we leave it like that. But if it's too bad, we cannot have that. We have to double it. It's really fun. I'm not sure if like they expected it to have that high numbers, because that's really high. For a quickness DPS, 50k DPS, ooh, that's a lot. Yeah. Can you upkeep 25 might with this Luminary? I mean, we can check, but yes, I think so. I mean, it's quite easy. You have a lot of like boons that you can spam. For example, this gives a lot of boons, and your stuff 4 gives boons. So I think you can upkeep it. Yeah. Ghost slaying potions, yes. You know, of course. I mean, why not? You know, you have to have the best in slot gear. Yeah. No, it's fine. I think it's okay. We will do it at a later time. So we want to give quickness again. Let's check that. Quickness. golem. Just spawn the golem. There you go. And again, we go for the extremely damaging field. And let's check it out. I think like heal Paragon will be competition for heal Fireprint. Yeah, I think both of them have their value. I think you will probably run both of them at the same time. I would expect. I would expect that you'll run both of them. Yeah, look at the might. I don't even know where I get the might from. You know, it's at this point I'm just like using my buttons and I have like the permanent might, like it kept. It's like the boon output is pretty good on this build. Like, and the healing is also surprising, like surprisingly good. Look at how much healing I do, you know? That's a lot of healing, yeah? I just want to mention that here. Like, it's a lot of healing. For outlasting the damaging field, like Chronomancer struggles way more than this build here. It's a lot of healing. It's a lot of healing. And it's also quite fast-paced, so if you like some like fast-paced button spamming, yeah, this is the build for you. Absolutely. Yep. Just that was the showcase. You can upkeep 25 might without a problem. Quickness DPS 50k, either Evoker or Ritualist, both of them are doing that. Yeah, I think this one might be the build for you, Numpkins. Luminary seems like to be a good DPS, good Electricity DPS, and a good heal. All of them at once, yeah. What Mesmer's bet would you recommend for story open world? Probably the one that you enjoy the most. All of them are really good in open world. All of them are good in story content. Nothing works bad. Yeah. Do you think as a new player you should use ults, or is it playing on one character fine? I mean, to start out, you start on one character, and if you want to try out different builds, you go from there to different characters. I would not recommend starting on like 10 different characters at first. You slowly go from there. Exactly. It's the highest damage build, like the specialized evoker. You know, in the beta, I tested it and I said this is a good one. And we even have a nice like a nice emote. Like it's really good. You know, it's specialized evoker. That's the way to do it. You know, who cares about the other elements? You just need one. That's good enough. Yeah. Is Paragon good in PvE? Absolutely. It's focused on healing and it's really good. But it's the raw damage number. If you want to go for full damage Paragon, it's not that good. It needs some help. Welcome. I will stream some more, yes. Maybe not that much longer today, but tomorrow I will stream, or like the day after tomorrow for sure. Let's see how much energy and my voice is slowly breaking. If I can like stream tomorrow as well, but we will see. Do you think Alacrity Luminary could be a good alternative to Chrono? Yes, absolutely. Like very good actually. I think Chronomancer is not outclassed, but gets some big competition. I think Alacrity Luminary seems like a very good pick, yeah. What build do you suggest if I mostly do open world and occasional group? I would say like Tempest. Celestial Tempest is always a good choice. You can join groups with it. You can do a lot of open world. Celestial Catalyst is really good. I have like a lot of builds. Depending on what class you play, just tell me and I will give you an output there. Yep, I agree, Snowbleach. You don't need that much healing. You know, outlasting the extremely damaging field is like a very nice achievement, but it's not something that you like need to do. Most healers don't need that. Yeah. Celestial Evoker works very well. Yes, it works very well. I just made a video about it and released it later today. And I also showed it on stream like crazy the last 2 days. Yeah. Have you posted the DPS Paragon build anywhere? I wanted to try it myself. So the problem is with DPS Paragon that the damage numbers are not there. I have not posted it anywhere yet. We will see if someone else comes with a better cook. But I think DPS Paragon is just like you have one damage multiplier or two, and that's it. And I think that's a little bit like, it feels weird. It's not like you have a whole profession mechanic that you mostly ignore because you just need damage multipliers from it. It feels wrong. Yeah, Paragon is designed as a full healer. And the DPS is just put on there so that it's there. It's not designed around it. And that you feel that. Yeah. If you have a Luminary or if you look at Ritualist, they are designed in a way that they can support and deal damage because they have both components in this, like the utility skills and the profession mechanic. But Paragon like has just the shouts. And the shouts do not deal damage, so they have to give you a damage multiplier, but that feels quite dull. That's why I think like DPS Paragon is like needs something else. Yeah. Is there any new spec from Visions of Eternity do you think could be insanely strong for solo stuff? Oh yes, I like there are really really good ones. I will get one for each of those up in the next few weeks, but Evoker seems like a very very good one as well right now. Yeah. Gale Shot maybe not the best one for solo builds though. Yeah, it's like Gale Shot is a very very fun spec. The opener, I like if you play a quickness DPS Gale Shot, the opener is very very nice. Like you have a 40-45k burst window as a quick DPS, which is quite good. But it's Gale Shot here, I mean, but it's not like it has the most balanced damage numbers. I would say 40k DPS is a quickness DPS, and like 47k DPS is a full DPS. So that's crazy. Thanks a lot, thank you. Welcome everybody. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a nice stream. Welcome everybody. What did you do? What were you up to? Some Guild Wars, I guess. New expansion. No, not this one. Yeah, Alacrity DPS Luminary seems decent as well. Yeah. DPS Luminary is also good. There are so many options for Luminary right now. It's surprisingly good. Yeah, it was a heal Luminary. Yeah. Welcome. But yeah, I can, if you have to leave now, it's also fine. Don't have to linger around. But of course, I'm always happy to have like other content creators in the chat. Yeah. Okay, so we wanted to test some Gale Shot, but like I said, Gale Shot is not good at solo builds. It's really good in a group. You have a lot of boon output or quickness output, very easy to maintain. Some nice might, some fury as well for your party. That's about it. But a lot of burst damage. World versus world stuff, roaming and stuff, Paragon actually feels great. That's what we like to hear. You see, Paragon is good, even in roaming. That's the confirmation. I said it's good in a Zerg for sure. If it's good in roaming, I'm not so sure, but apparently it's not bad either. Very good. Nice to hear that. Does Luminary give alacrity? It does give alacrity, not quickness. Yes. Just got a new PC and started cranking the graphics settings to the maximum. But didn't know the game looked this good on high ultra. Always used full low settings. Yeah, I think you definitely noticed the difference. In Guild Wars 2, even in like zones like that, if you go for the best performance, it looks like, what is this? This looks like the garbage, yeah? But if you tune it up to best performance, the game looks like, ooh, looks good. Yeah, looks really good. So the game definitely has I would say, its strength in the graphics, especially with the shadows update. Like the shadows, if you like, I think you notice it like quite a bit. Look at the grass here, or like the tree. I think the shadows really make a difference. It makes the game more beautiful, I would say. So I mean, I'm mostly playing on auto detect just so that I'm like sure that my PC is not crashing while streaming. But most of the time, the game looks really good in that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Sen. Really appreciate it. Thanks. I'm doing good. Is there some build on Mesmer that utilizes Celestial Gear that you can recommend? So you could play a Celestial like Chronomancer. You can play a Celestial Mirage and even Celestial Troubadour. Those three are completely fine. Even in a group, in a solo build, in a roaming build, it works like everywhere. Celestial is such a flexible stat now, especially on Mesmer. So I have guides on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. !builds in the Twitch chat, or scrolling down in the YouTube stream, there's a link to my spreadsheet where all my builds are listed, and there you find also Celestial builds from Mesmer. Yes. I want to go for an offensive support. Can you tell me which spec is viable for that? Every single class has very, very good offensive supporters. Right now with the new expansion, Evoker, Ritualist, and Amalgam and Gale Shot seem like the best. But we will have to see. Every single class has like really good ones. So it's always depending on the situation. Yeah. Yes, I will show the gear. I will just show quickly the opener here because the opener is really fun. The opener will get you to like 40k DPS because you just spam your attacks like crazy. It's really, really fun, the opener. Yeah. Okay. So. So I obviously did not do it correctly. I obviously failed already. But it's like, look at this. Like I had like a 45k opener here on a quickness build. This is good. This is good. it was probably, if I played it correctly, it goes up to 65k or something, because I like did the like turned it around a bit. But Gale Shot is good. Gale Shot is good. But the problem is it gets overshadowed by, for example, Ritualist, Quickness DPS, 50k DPS. You get overshadowed by Conduit DPS being 55k DPS, by being like overshadowed by even Luminary, or being overshadowed by like Evoker, 57k DPS, Antiquary, 57k DPS. So it's like, even though Gale Shot is extremely well balanced, people find it underwhelming because like the other specs are so broke. That's the fun one. I have not tried the Conduit like crazy yet. Yeah. Do you use Arc DPS via Nexus? Yes. Yes. I have like Arc DPS and Nexus. Yes. Nexus is like really good in that regard because it helps me to like keep it updated and stuff like that. It's a really good add-on in that regard. But yeah, I wanted to showcase like this is like my build and the gear. Let's just show that's the build. And my gear is like full Harrier with a Superior Rune of the Water. So it's not tanky at all. I don't have any toughness, as you can see. So it's like full Harrier. I just want to reach like 100% boon duration and maximum amount of healing. That you don't need to be like insanely like tanky to outlast the extremely damaging field. It's really just having the correct traits and using the correct skills. That's it. Yeah. No, I will do a Luminary video. I will do a video about every single class from the new elite specs. Rather, I do a video about every single elite spec with every single content that they can do. So there will be build guides coming the next weeks, and tier lists, of course, where we talk about how good they are. So that will be covered everywhere. Yeah, it takes a while, but we will get there. Yeah. Did you see the new Snowcross benchmark of Conduit? 55.9k meg, and it has the second highest damage build on their website. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's also, it looks like a very fun rotation. Like you have some really cool concepts in there. I think it's like, it will get nerfed. I think I expect the damage numbers, the highest ones, to be at 50k for DPS build. I cannot see that they don't like nerf it down that much. I really would expect 50k as the maximum. Yeah. Yeah. People focus a bit too much on numbers. That will be adjusted pretty soon. Exactly. It's if a number is too high, then it will get nerfed. That you should not care about that. You should care if the spec is fun to play. And what can I say? The Luminary is fun to play. What can I say? Gale Shot is fun to play. So I think that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They wanted fun specs, and I think most of them like nailed it. Yeah, I really think so. So that's what I would say as a player. If the specs are fun, that's everything we need. Everything else can be fixed. Yeah. We can try some Conduit, yeah. We can try some Conduit. I'm not sure how well it works, because I was going for a solo build or something for a Conduit. I also wanted to try some Conduit in PvP. Let's do that. That's more like what we wanted to do. Where's my PvP character? Yeah, that's what the problem is if you have too many characters. There we go. The sigils were like transference and concentration. Transference and concentration. And the relic was relic of the flock. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Rattenmob. Yeah, that's good. Buying expansion is always good. Of course, if you don't have the expansion yet or buying any expansion, you can use my referral link to actually support me with no additional cost to you. So that I would always appreciate it, of course, but it's not necessary as you can imagine. Exclamation mark buy in the Twitch chat if you want to do that, by the way. What do you think is the best thief build for open world? Probably like some kind of like Deadeye or Daredevil. Those seem very, very good. Okay, let's try out some. Let's try out. I guess Conduit is the way to go in PvP. Like let's leave it like something like that. That seems like a decent one. Conduit got like a big rework. Like it's quite a big rework. Is there some stun breaks here? Yeah, there is. That's good. It's really challenging what you would pick though. I guess like Retribution. I mean, when you disable a foe, nah, that's too aggressive. No, that's probably it. Legend swapping faster is probably a good thing. That is good. Condi cleanse. That's what we need. Do we want to have more affinity? I guess that's good, yeah. And I guess we take the typical ones here. And go full aggressive like that. Yeah, let's try it like this setup. You're quite squishy though. I don't know. Let's try it like that. Let's try it like that. I don't go into ranked. I don't want to see like all the luminaries and ritualists. I want to have a normal match. I want to play Doom and probably like, what is the other one called? How's the one called where you get like, oh, how is it called? There's one that gives you vulnerability on weapon swap. That's the one that I want. Where is it? I always forget how that one is called, but because it doesn't exist. Is it called Frailty? Does that even exist here? No, I don't think so. Exposure. That's what it's called. That doesn't exist in PvE, so I don't know the name. That's the one that I want. And here I want energy and cleansing. Because you don't want to cover the same sigils on Revenant. So on Revenant, if you don't know, legend swapping counts as weapon swapping. And therefore you can proc your sigils twice. But only if you don't have the same sigils, because the same sigils will not proc. But if you have different sigils, you can have weapon swap sigils, even though you are not weapon swapping. That's really cool. Yeah, it feels very, like, the traits make it so that you are very class cannon and not very tanky at all. And that is not very good in the current meta as a Condi build. So I will try it, but I'm a little bit, like, expecting it not to work that way. Yeah. Would you say I can play Condi Firewalker even in tier 4 fractals? Yes, of course. Absolutely. It's really high damage. And it's really, like, easy to play. It will probably out DPS, like, typical builds there because it's just so easy. Yeah. Power builds typically are better there, yes. But if you enjoy it, you can play it. And you can even play, like, a normal Evoker with air if you wanted to. But, of course, if you want to play Condi Fire Evoker, it might not be the best pick in fractals, but it's a decent pick anyway as a DPS. Yeah. Would you say Guild Wars 2 has more mechanical complexity in PvP or PvE? So it depends a bit. I would say if you, like, the top players in PvP have definitely way more understanding of how the game works mechanically than a PvE player. If you like, if someone cleared Doom CM, that doesn't make them necessarily a good player in Guild Wars 2. That just means they understand the fight. If you are in PvP and rated like in the top like ratings and like winning an AT or something, then you actually understand the game way more and have way more understanding of how mechanically play the game. Because PvP teaches you to understand how to counteract, how to react, how to play with other players and stuff. So I would say mechanically PvP is way more challenging than PvE. Is the mobility better on Conduit than Vindicator? No, it's not. It's slower. Vindicator is faster, and I would say Conduit is slower, has more DPS potential, but is also way more squishy. So it's like you die very fast on this one. Flames of War? Flames of War? Yeah, absolutely. I see that Snowdrop. I see that. PvE is all about rotation and boss mechanics. Exactly. If you understand how a boss fight works, you can adjust your rotation to it and you will have top DPS, for example. But in PvE, it's not about rotation. It's more about understanding how to counteract a specific enemy, how to like do a combo to destroy the enemy, stuff like that. That's way more important in competitive modes to understand that. Yeah. What makes Ritualist a good minion build? Because you get like buffs depending on how many minions you summon, and you get damage increases, quickness, stuff like that. So it's like getting buffed if you summon minions, and you can buff up your minions and stuff like that. That's why Ritualist is made as a minion build. Yeah. Power DPS Paragon seems not that working right now. No progress there. Sorry. Yeah, man, PvE is about fun and PvP is about rage and tears. I mean, could be. Yeah? I think you can still play PvP and be like having fun and stuff, but I know some people really hate PvP in Guild Wars 2. That's fair. I think it's like everyone play what they like, and I like to play everything. But if you don't like PvP, just play PvE and have fun then. Yeah, makes sense. How is Guild Wars 2 these days? I'm looking for a PvP MMO after New World died. So I'm just playing PvP right now. I would say PvP in Guild Wars 2 is like very, very fun. Has a lot of theory crafting and a lot of like crazy good gameplay, but the population is not the highest. It's like focused mainly on casual PvP or like casual open world. It's not really focused on try-hard PvP players like League of Legends or like any shooter games or something. That's just not really what Guild Wars 2 is. It's more like if you play casually, want to just to have some fun, then it's amazing. But as soon as you want to go try-hard, it's like there are 10 players that are the best and they will always win. That's how it is. In Unranked, you have to choose between 4 maps, yes. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is PvP is amazing. It's really fun. I play it every day because it's just amazing. It's just so good. Yeah, and World vs. World is probably the thing that is like the most unique. If you're coming from New World, having an open world PvP game mode, that is very populated. It's just PvP like that, what I'm doing, 5 versus 5, fair matches. That's not that popular, but for like 50 versus 50, like sieging castles and stuff, that's very popular. A lot of people play that, and it will be played for the next years to come. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, World vs. World is not for everybody, like having like big fights that are uneven potentially, where you are alone and potentially could be circled down by 50 player. That could happen. Does it mean it's like bad? No, not at all. I think it's a really good game mode. It's just not for everyone. Could you please try clicking redeem into Gemstone? Didn't work for me. So there we go. Yeah, there it should work from like that. I mean, someone said earlier that if you're on Steam, you will not like be able to do that. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, we have an antiquary. We target acquired. Target acquired. We have a nice teleport here. I really like the teleport. The teleport is so fun. Like, so fun. Ugh. It was quite a lot of damage, to be honest. Nice, we got him. We have another one. No, they got the kill. No, we have to go this and rally them, hopefully. There we go. We should get the kill here. Come on, we should get this. PvP is fun. I just wish other games didn't have an AFK. Yeah, that's of course like... It's like low population makes it... Oh my god, my teammate died. The teleport is really good. What? Why is everyone dead? What is going on here? I will not go in then. Yeah, PvP is like... Sometimes you have like toxic players around. Those are... There are a lot of people. How many people are here? 3 at least?
Your enemy took the archway. The bazaar is yours.
I have 3 people on me. And it's not good because I don't have that many Connie cleanses to fight against 2. Nice, we got a kill at least. Yeah, I guess if you play over Steam, then you cannot get this. That's a little bit unlucky. Yeah? I mean, I could like, I could redeem the code here, and you can tell me what you want to have in the gem store and can gift it to you. That's something that we can do for the gems. For the gems, we had a winner here that apparently cannot use the gem code. That's a little bit sad. Yeah. That's a little bit sad. Yeah, I'm always a little bit like sad that they like made Steam and stuff like that after that, so that they don't have like a crazy, oh my god, damage.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Okay, that was close, but we did it. Nice, we got them. I mean, the damage is quite nice, but if you get targeted, you are dead. It's like very, very dead. The damage is really there. Like, the damage is there. Nice, we get the bell, hopefully, maybe. Oh, the antiquary. Antiquary 101. Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure. This is a dagger antiquary. Like, okay. How many people are here? What? 3 people. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. How am I still alive? What? How am I still alive? That can't be like right. What? How did I not die there? What? I mean, we lost the whole map for that. I guess that's the problem. That was crazy. Do you think Evoker will be better than Kata in 5 vs 5? I mean, it's hard to say. I think right now the damage numbers are very high, so that Evoker seems to be better in 5 vs 5. But if the damage numbers would be tuned down, I think Kata will still be a very, very solid pick. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, PvP is very, very fast paced right now. Like, everything kills you in a second. It's like very, very squishy. Very squishy stuff. All across the board. I mean, it's fun, but it's not something you should not expect to learn the game mode from that, because you will die very, very fast as a new player. So, whoop. I really like the teleport. Teleport is fun. You throw this thing and then you're like, that was a... This guy is so dead. Like, absolutely demolished. Whoop. The thief is there. Okay. Oh, the miss killed me. No. At least we can now get the cleave and hopefully like rally from that. It's such a close one. It's crazy. Yeah, thanks for the celebration. Yeah, celebration. We have a giveaway going on. Exclamation mark enter to enter the giveaway. Oh my god, we could not get the rally. That's bad. But yeah, Twitch followers only. You have to be a follower to win. Subscribers get 5 times the luck. 400 gems are on the line. And yeah, sorry for the YouTube viewers, but we will get a big YouTube giveaway, like a legendary worth, coming in the next few days. So be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you have not been there already. If it said failed to enter, that means that you are already in. That's such a close match. I think we have to get the bell. Though, can we get the bell? Oh, the condis, they keep ticking.
The dock's been captured. Red team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Oh, they got the bell. No, that's not good, but I think we get the kill here. Maybe we get another kill? Come on. Nice, we get another one. But the Evoker is recasting. Oh no. Oh my god. That was sad to see. That was very sad to watch. Now we'll get another rally. What is the Twitch name? It's Syrma Gaming. It's the same. You can also scroll down in the YouTube description and there is a link to my Twitch stream as well. The same as my YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly. Teleports right behind you. It's such a fun skill. It's like really nice. Like just teleporting. Like it's really cool. Whoop. Sad. The stone was in the way, but it's really good. Yeah. That was actually very close. We could have won that fight. But I mean, the match is still not over. We need the next spell though. If we get the next spell, we are good. My team lost the fight a little far. That's a little bit scary though. It is allowed, yeah. Nexus and Arc DPS are allowed specifically. by ArenaNet. Yeah, at least the normal features. Yeah, there are some features in Nexus that are gray zone, and there are some features that are strictly not allowed. So don't use those. Only use the officially like parts. That is like the ones with a yellow or a red border you should not use, I would say. Okay.
You've lost the dock.
I mean, there are 2 people here.
They've taken the bazaar.
We can delete this Necromancer again. It's a good target. Dodge the attack here. Ugh, that was too much. That was too much CC. I mean, we almost got the Necromancer on 1v2. Hopefully my team makes something out of that.
Turn fire once the cannons are loaded.
Yeah, see you, Sneo. Have a good day. Snowbleach, have a good day. Yeah, that was a little bit greedy, to be honest. I could have like stayed there for longer and just take the 1-on-1. Now it's getting tough at this point. Now it's getting tough. We are losing the map. I mean, we also have a core elementalist. That's not a good sign. Like, core elementalist seems like not a good pick in the current meta. Yeah, so we will draw the winner after this giveaway, after this like match. So be sure to enter. Yeah, it's over very soon.
Ring the bell to signal the fire.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that they have the bell as well. Yeah, that's over. That's over the match. Sad. I mean, it's a fun build, but it's too squishy to carry real matches, I would say. Top player healing. Okay, apparently that's their stat. But yeah, could have gone better for sure. Okay, it's time to draw the next winner. It's time to draw the next winner. Good luck to you all. Hope you all entered, and we will see. Let's see who is the winner. Good luck. Good luck. And the winner is Hogstar66. Congrats to you. Let me know if you're still here, and I will can send you the gem code. Let me know. Congrats, congrats. Hogstar66. So, yes, you are here. You don't need to actually give me your account name. It's fine. I can just whisper you your gem code. There we go. Congrats, congrats. Nice, you're still here. Very good. No rerolls today. I mean, it's amazing. Last time we had like 5 rerolls for a single giveaway in a row, but apparently not today. Thanks a lot, Sleepless CT. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for your prime. So that's it. Yeah, that's a really nice roll. A lot of giveaways. Yeah. So is there a class that gives you more action and less clunky? I can't convince new world players to come to Guild Wars 2. I think the problem is like new world players like an action gameplay, yeah? And the thing is, Guild Wars 2 is an action tap target hybrid, yeah? So I feel like a lot of players are a little bit scared of stuff that is like tap target based. However, Guild Wars 2 is not strictly speaking a tap target based game. So you can play it in like, I would say, very, very high level, even with action cam. Yeah, some people like play action cam only, and that works. So for a new player that comes from the world, I would say let them try action cam. Like go to the settings, activate action cam, and then you go from there. Yeah, go from the settings. I don't like the action cam at all. I really dislike it. It's not my type of I like to play as really like I want to see where my AoEs go. I want to like see my target and stuff. But people play that, and you can play it as an action game. And then it's possible, you know. Guild Wars 2 on not every single build makes it very easy use out of that, but some builds can play as a fully action game, and it works. Yeah, glad you like it, Sleepless. More to come. More to come. But the thing is, you cannot make Guild Wars 2 the same combat as New World. That's just not working. That's the same as saying, I want to have a World of Warcraft like combat in Guild Wars 2. It's a different game. So you should embrace it for what it is, and you should accept it for what it is not. Because the important part is, if you want to have a classy, clear-cut Holy Trinity with a tap targeting and a global cooldown, then yes, go to Final Fantasy or go to World of Warcraft. That's just not how it works. Guild Wars 2 is way more fluid and is way more skill-based in that regard, because it's way more about pressing the buttons when they are there, sticking at the target, like moving around while casting stuff, and still having some kind of interaction with a target. You cannot cast like some of the skills without a target. That's how it is. It doesn't change if you have action cam or not. And that's the thing to understand. The game will not change from what it is. So if you're looking for a clear-cut action-based gameplay, I think Guild Wars 2 is playable as that, but not everything works perfectly with it. Yeah. Yeah, Gay Shot might be better than Tempest with that. That's true. That's absolutely true. You can play it with a controller. I know a lot of people for a fact they play with a controller. I don't. I like to play with a keyboard and a mouse, but some people play with a controller as well. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know, see, a lot of people here in chat actually use the action cam permanently, and that's completely fine. They do everything that I do as well, I would say, for the most part. That is like just personal preference. But I would say it's not an action-based game because the base of the game is a tap target game. Tap target hybrid with an action game. Yeah. When I started, I also used action cam, but when I begin doing instance content, being able to see the area is so important. Yeah, I think it's like depending on the content or the class that you play. If you slowly go from there, then you will at some point understand that some strength and some weaknesses of the action cam. For sure. I'm wondering if they'll port Guild Wars 2 to console. No, I don't think so. I think that seems very unrealistic. Maybe with a new game. Yeah, I could see that the new game is console as well. But Guild Wars 2 to port to console, that seems like too much effort for probably too little game, as I would expect. Yeah, definitely. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, and I think that's also the end of today's stream. I think that's the end. I think we are done for today. It was a really nice stream. And I had a lot of fun trying out some builds. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Like I said, be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Really nice content coming up, hopefully, for you as well. I wish you all a very nice day. Take care. Hope you enjoy the new expansion. And see you around. See you around.